Hello, hello. Happy Monday, everybody. You're all very welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Simulator stream. We're part 2 of the Coast Starlight. Basically, we're going to try and follow the Coast Starlight Railway, or Railroad, that'll go from LA all the way up to Seattle. So tonight's plan, on part 2, we shall be starting off here in San Jose, which is Kilo Sierra Juliet Charlie. I almost forgot the phonetic alphabet there. I was just like, K, yeah, K is for Kevin, S is for Steve, J is like Julianne, and C, well, that's Christopher. Anyway, from here, we're going to rumble up to Sacramento Executive Airport, Kilo Sierra Alpha Charlie, and then finally it's over to Chico Municipal Airport, which is Kilo Charlie India Charlie. We have a bit of a plan. And Mrs. Two-Tone did me notes again. They look fantastic. So how are we? It's Monday. It is the start of a week of weeks. Hope you guys had a very pleasant weekend. It went very fast, didn't it? But fear not, we're getting through it. Monday is just about complete. So we're going to be over on the live Europe servers. North Europe servers, that is. If you guys would like to join in, it's GA all the way. No airliners for this one. Because. And we're back in the bright place, which is YouTube. We ventured across into the world of Twitch on Friday night, and I have to say it went very well. I was happy with it. It was a load of fun. We had a huge crowd. Huge crowd. We got many raids and stuff, and well, it was all just grand. But alas, we have returned to our place of origin, which is indeed YouTube. So we're going to go flying. Now, it's a rather short little route. It's only 140 nautical miles, but we're going to pick an aircraft that's rather low and rather slow. So we're going for the Savage Cub. Unless, of course, you know, you have something else to fly relatively slow, maybe a 152 or the Icon A5. All that kind of stuff will do. Oh! There's a like button. We missed the dreaded like button, but it's back. So yes, so do let me know how the audio and visuals are. I'm terrified when I change everything to one setting and then change it back again. Collateral damage, it's going to happen here. Anyway, it's time to say hello and thanks to people who have rumbled in. We have Merlin Fire, good to see you, happy Monday. John E has rumbled in, along with Shiny Enderman, 999. He says, like the stream. Annalisa is here on the light side. She's watching us on YouTube. Great to see you, Annalisa. I hope you're keeping very, very well. As Peter Pepman rumbles in, he says, evening Murph, how's it going? I hope you are well, buddy. I'm not bad. It's Monday, the start of a week. And I've a bit of a cough. But apart from that, I'm grand. And we got some decent content out the weekend. We had our X-Plane 11 video. We were showing off the new Boundless Scenery Alderney, and it looks fantastic. And I was reading back some of the comments, like, you guys are like, you know, this X-Plane doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. They need to work on some of the modelling and the trees. Mrs. Two-Tone hates the trees. She says, look at the state of them. And at times I have to agree. But I do know the lovely people over at Laminar, well, they're cooking up a storm. So we should see amazing things coming soon from the people of X-Plane 11, or maybe X-Plane 12, or maybe just X-Plane. Who knows? But interesting times ahead. Stephen Goldie has rumbled in. Good to see you. Tony Robinson is in the house. Happy Monday to you, my dudes. Who else? Red Dragon CYM has rumbled in, opens the door, shouts across to the lads and says, good evening, all. Good to see you. Ghost Rider 115 is in the house. Andrew Hill is here. He says, hello and happy Monday to you all. Indeed. Papa Joe B has rumbled in saying hello, Murph and Fireflies. Happy Monday. Same to you, my dude. Alison Johnson has rambled in. Great to see you, Alison, and many thanks for providing the flight plans for this evening. We'd get lost without you. I'd be totally lost without you. I just sit here and say, yeah, okay, that's where I'm going. And then no one says, Murph, what about the Fireflies? Oh, yeah. Southwest 2115 rambles in. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Monday. Scott Voigt is here. He says, good day to all. Scott, well, what was the films? What did you watch over the weekend? Mrs. Two-Tone made me watch The Bodyguard, and I don't mean the film. And I'm not going to sing it, but you know the song I was about to sing. Anyway, it was the TV show The Bodyguard, and well, I don't know his real name. Rob Stark, the King of the North. He plays the part of a dude who protects other dudes. It's very good. Very, very good. And there are 6 one-hour episodes. So we sat into this on Saturday evening and we said, we'll watch one. And we had a debate before. Mrs. Two Tom was like, come on. We always have to watch what you want to watch. Which, like, that never happens, by the way. Never happens. So I said, look, if we get started into this thing, I'll want to watch more than one. And she was like, no, just watch one. It'll be grand. So we watched one. And I immediately said, we need to watch the second one. And then it was left on a cliffhanger. So it's like, listen, we'll just watch the first 20 minutes. Then we watched the third one. Anyway, after completing all 6 episodes in one sitting, it was 10 to 4 in the morning when myself and the lovely Mrs. Two-Tone decided to say, it's time for bed. So we could have got a couple of weeks out of this. We watched it all in the one night, in the one sitting. So now we've nothing to watch. But it was very, very good. So it's on the Netflix. Do check it out. Quite good. So anyway, Goblin 2 Biz is here. Good to see him, a dude. Randy Hurst rambles in. WB1990 says, hello. Good to see him, a dude. Got Border Collies is here, says, time to fly. Hoorah! Good to see him, my dude. Care85 rambles in. How are you? Happy Monday. Brian Clark is here. Great to see him, my dude. Hope you're keeping very well. Kingsman9965 says, good evening, Murph, and everyone else. It's good to see you, Kingsman. I'm delighted to have the little mute button. But anyway, good to see you, Kingsman. I hope all is well in Liverpool. Liverpool Ice. Technic Al is here. Good to see you, my dude. I can read the names again. I remember everyone now. It's just like when I was watching it on Twitch, it was just like Technical Al or Technical. No, it was Technical. But good to see you. And welcome back to the land of YouTube. Let's see how this goes. It could be good, bad, or indifferent. We'll see. AV Geek has rambled in. Good to see you, my dude. Who else? It's kind of busy. Dougal McTavish is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Mr. Z rambles in. Nice Monday beverage, maybe. We have a beverage of choice. It is the gin and shock sauce. Did you see what I did there? A bit of Osquailge for you now. We're all learning together. Phil Boardman rambles in. Good to see you, my dude. Who else? BMW E46 says, evening, Murph, and all fireflies. Good to see you. Wayland is in the house. He says, Guten Abend. Guten Abend, my friend. I hope you're keeping very, very well. Catbat9 is here. He says, hello, good people. Happy Monday. Catbat9 is, well, he's doing all sorts of epic adventures. Flying around the place, so he is. You were down Australia, neck of the woods, I believe. I'm following that. It's fantastic, dude. Naughty Gnome is in the house. Good to see you. Samson Video is here. Happy Monday to you. Lewis Blair CDN Taz has rumbled in. Scott says, as in the old TV show, stand by for action. I hope it didn't break anything yet. Who else? These are all typing the things into the thing, and all I can see is like, Streamlabs. Hello to Streamlabs. You're very welcome, Streamlabs. LM Vids is here. Good to see you. Scotland 737 Project opens the door and shouts in, howdy, he says. Good to see you. Who else? Cyberman Drew is here. He says, g'day, mates. Good to see you, my dude. I hope you're keeping very, very well. Ian Smith rambles in along with Tortuga Gaming. Hello, my dudes. Happy Monday. Who else? Scott says, don't forget to slap the like button. We didn't have a like button last Friday. And I asked and no one did it. I said, get an A4 piece of paper, fold it in half and fold it in half again and write like. Take a photograph and put it on the Discord. And no one did it. It's grand. Did you hear that jet? That was frightening. It sounded like a Gigna. But anyway, Sydney O rambles in. He says, good evening all from Cape Town. Good to see you, my dude. So Neil is in the house as well. He says, hello, everyone. Bad Dog is here. He says, hello, Murph. Good to have you back live on my big telly. He's a great dog. Really great dog. Good to see you too, my dude. And yes, we are back here in the world of YouTube. And it's a fun experience. Brian Clark says, the like button has been slapped. Good to see. Ghost Rider 115 says, good evening. No, he doesn't. He says, good afternoon from Miami, Florida. Nice. And Elisa says, back to the side that burns me. Oh, dear. Captain Sickbag is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. He says, feeling a bit out of sorts, so just watch the stream tonight. I'm sure this will cheer me up. Well, I should hope so. I really hope so. And if it doesn't, you can send me a letter explaining, dear Two-Tone Murphy, it is with Regret? No. Remorse? No. It is with anguish that I contact you for the lack of laughable... I'm pulling fluff out. Do you ever do that? Do you ever get a loose string on your trousers and you decide to say, give it a pull, and then you realise after you have like meters of like wool or string in your hand, your trousers are a mere shadow of their former selves and you've destroyed them. Mrs. Two-Tone, we need a medic for the trousers. Anyway, not important. But let's hope we can keep Captain Sickbag feeling happy. Who else is here? Edward is in the house. Hello, Edward. He says, what server are we on? We're going to be on the North Europe server, my dude. Keen Lafford rambles in. He says, Murph, so basically, when I joined my video class this morning, I said, hello, hello, at the top of my lungs. The look of the teachers on my classmate's face. I'm telling you, you have to do this in real life. Just do it. Like, answer the phone. Hello, hello. Or if you go into a supermarket and you're buying things, well, you're behind a mask, but like, hello, hello. They won't know what to say or where to look. Or they might just look. Excuse me. Dougal McTavish says, I nearly did it. Audio Viz is good here. Excellent. Waltons is in the house. Good to see him, my dude. Danny Eds is here. He says, evening all. Ed Reed has rambled in. Good to see you, Ed. Happy Monday to you. Who else? Ghost Rider 115 says, hey, Murph. Hello, Ghost Rider. I hope you are very, very well. Tarso is in the house. Good to see him, my dude. Seamus McNeil is here. He says, greetings all and happy Monday. Sweet. We got the crew back. The band is back together. We have arrived back in the land of the tube. Now, let me see. Naughty Gnome says, I hate the trees. Shiny Animal says, how do you turn the game sound up? It's science. So I have this Go XLR, it's called, and you can route. Like we had this discussion. You can route the audio from your computer into various different channels digitally, and it's really, really handy because I have a microphone slider. I have the sim slider. Hey, slider, you stink. That's out of Top Gun. And then I have system sounds that only I can hear, and that's how I control rather my audio, which is fierce handy for the likes of the Cessna 182, which is loud. So that's what we have. Sammy's Gaming has rambled in. Good to see him, my dude. Happy Monday. Tarso says, X-Plane logs are not great. The logs. No, they're very sharp. They're sharp. Who's this? Pratt.6 is in the house. Good to see him, my dude. Now, LM Vid says, I wonder will I be able to fly the 339 slow enough? You'll be doing well. It'll be in a constant stall, and if there was a stall horn, it'll be roaring at you. But yes, Naughty Gnome says, happy Monday, Murph. Hopefully not mechanical issue Monday this week. Remember that? It was mechanical issues, yeah. No, I think we're moving away from that. Don't mention the war. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Dara Murphy is here. Good to see you, my dude. Lovely and snug here in my two-tone full zipped hoodie. Nice. I hope you're keeping well, Dara. And now, let me see. Who else has rambled in? It's busy here, lads. It's busy. Johnny says, we watched the series better than the Costner movie. Yeah, it was. What was his name in The Bodyguard? Now, hats off to Kevin Costner. Like, he can turn a limo. But this one was absolutely fantastic. The Bodyguard on the Netflix. The Dude Guard. Wayland says, everything is better than the Costner movie. Now, Alan Viz says, the sniper scene is so believable. We'll have to see. Maro Pizzolatti is in the house. He says, hello from Brazil. Good to see him, my dude. No K is here. Good to see you. Tim Middleton rambles in. He says, happy Tuesday morning. And I will always love you. The lyrics indeed from the song The Bodyguard. But yeah, you have to watch it. It's very important. Many thanks to Nathaniel Davin, who has become a member. Really appreciate that, my dude. Welcome aboard. And then my chat has all moved. But I found it again. It's okay. So where were we at? We're over here somewhere. Fly Darren is in the house. He says, happy Monday, gang. Now, before... Fly Darren, quiet. I got an email. And this is very important. Before I even read it, Fly Darren, a astute member of the Two-Tone Murphy community and the Fireflies, it's his birthday tomorrow. So do all now please wish the good man a very, very happy birthday. And Fly Darren, happy birthday to you, my dude. And that comes in from the lovely Leslie, who reached out and sent me an email to say it's Fly Darren's birthday tomorrow. Make sure you say happy birthday to him, or there'll be words. But happy birthday to you, my dude. He is 21 again. But happy birthday. Who else? Now, Flight Aaron says, happy Monday, gang. The big birthday tomorrow, so I might be off early to get my rest before the big day. As Larson202 joins us, good to see you. Who else? Joni is in the house. Kebmo is here. Good to see you, my dude. I hope you're keeping very, very well this Monday. Keith, I left my mug. Oh, that's dangerous. I could have knocked over my mug. Keith the Farrell is here. Good to see you. The Chas Man says, top of the evening, Murph. Top of the evening to you. Philip Breen is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Welcome back, Philip Breen. It just hasn't been the same without you. He says, hi, guys and Murph. Feels good to be back. Going to join in on the flight as well. Nice, dude. Happy Monday. I hope you had a great Christmas and a new year. And I hope you're keeping well, my dude. As my telly warns me, it's going to shut off from the idle inactivity. Anyway, Drawing Master King is here. Good to see you. He says, how long are you going to be streaming? I just got Flight Sim. I'm able to join you. You can join in, dude. North Europe server, just no airliners. It's GA all the way. But yes, Johnny says, yay, the overlay is back. Look at the... Well, it's... Look at the... That took ages. Yeah. Anyway. But yes. Drama Master King says, also, what monitor are you using? I use a Sony Bravia telly, the 55-inch TV, which is grand. It does the job. But yes, Sammy's is here. Yes, we said hello, Sammy's. Hello again, my dude. I'm also having the same, minus the gin. The 7-Up is flat. That's what we like. Aviation Life is in the house. Good to see you, my dudes. Happy Monday to yous. Hope you're keeping well. Southwest says, hello from New York. Nice. Scott says, more Irish breakfast tea. Ed Reed, two-tone dance. Yeah, we got a new emoji or emote for the two-tone dance. We'll have a look at it later. Not me now, it's the emoji. We don't have A4s in the US. How do you measure paper? That's interesting. Is it like by centimeters? It'll be interesting. Mrs. Two-Tone is here. She says, good evening, everyone. Murph, are you giving out about me? No. It was totally fine. Super fine. No one giving out about nothing. Shuffle Shoes John is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. He says, hey, everyone. He doesn't. He says, hello, everybody. How you doing? I can't talk. It's the sheer utter excitement. As Run Wild rambles in, he says, hello from Portsmouth. Hello, my dude. Combat9 says, indeed, I was about to make it to Bankstown in Sydney. I've less than an hour to go. CTD, I'll repeat tomorrow. Nice. Ben McClure is in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Monday to you. But yes, in the X-Cub, if you go full power with parking brake on and pull down fully, the plane lifts onto just its front wheel. We should give it a shot. Ian Fisher is in the house. Good to see you. Ian Fisher, which I believe it is the same Ian Fisher. I hope it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but did you go for a little dabble in the Connie around the planet by any chance, Ian? If it is the you, well then we need to talk. Because epic journey. Jepson 2001, the man, the myth, the legend, has rambled in saying, evening Murph and Fireflies, hope you are well. Very well, my dude. Great to see you. John Madden is here as well. John Keane says, the pants are now a mere thong. Oh dear. Not much to these cubs, is there? Says Naughty Gnome. No, they're kind of straightforward, which is a good thing for us. We'll jump down here now and have a look. Because that wasn't loud at all. Oh, you see that? Yeah, it was science. But yes, where are we now? Aaron Dempsey's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Thanks for telling me how to get deliveries. Thanks. You're very welcome, my dude. Glad it worked. Had to put the Mooney in the shop. Too many undeveloped grassfield landings last night. Nick Glass, Caraman is in the house. Which plane do you use? This is the Savage Cub. To Savage. Russell Scott is in the house. Says, hi, Murph from Flying Circus. I got to change the oil and good to go. Sweet. And then I'm so far behind in the chat. But there's all the happy birthdays to the man himself, Fly Darren. Delighted for you, my dude. Now, where are we at? Sparkles the Best is in the house. Hello. Gibbo Ireland has rambled in. He says, evening Murph and all. Good day to you, my dude. I hope you're keeping very, very well. Kudos to the Gibbo Ireland for the tutorial video there, guys, on JoinFS. Be sure to watch it. It's on the channel here on YouTube. We must have a look. Does the Savage Club have a parking brake? I don't think so, no. Marlon Flyer's in the house. I think I said hello. Marlon Flyer, you were the first in. I'll say hello again. Daza T. Arab has rambled in. Good to see you, Daza. Happy Monday to you. I hope you're keeping very well. As Bosman is here. On Furlock at the moment, not a bad thing. I've started calling everyone my dude. It works. But yes, I do believe Ben McClure, who rambles in, is also celebrating some sort of an anniversary on the date of his birth. So a big happy birthday to Ben as well. Congratulations, dude. Another one down, and we're moving forward the way we should be. So happy birthday to you, Ben McClure. He says, shh, it's mine today as well. All the birthdays, the January babies. Now, where are we at? It's actually getting very busy. I'll get used to this. Pilot Peely has rambled in along with Ricky Kelleher. Good to see you, my dudes. Hope you're keeping very, very well. Colonel Fork 85 is here as well. He goes 8x5 by 11, or 8.5 by 11. That makes sense. Is that A4? Anyway, I digress. We're getting there, lads. US letter 85. Legal will be 11 by 14. Aha. We shall see. David Spooniest Place is in the house. Good to see him, my dude. Who else? Darren... Oh no, Donald Colopy is in the house. Hi, the game won't let me change the server. It keeps loading. Turn it off and turn it back on again. Ian Fisher says, guilty as charged. Ian Fisher flew the Connie, which is the L1111 Constellation. The A2A variant of it, which is absolutely superb. And I jumped in on a couple of your streams because I was like, oh, someone's flying the Connie. And then I realised what you did. And then I saw A2A, the A2A. I gave you a huge shout out. Congratulations to Ian Fisher. Fantastic achievement, my dude. What a way to go. Travelling around the world in the Connie. Did anyone else just see what happened on the screen? Anyway, that's not important. What is important? We'll hop in here and look down. Eyes on the floor. Always on the floor. But congratulations to Ian Fisher. Fantastic, dude. Fantastic. Now, where are we at? Kingsman 9965, time and weather, please. So we're on live time. The weather, I've just changed it just to give it the dramatic kind of a look. So I've gone to big and bold, but our live time is 12:26 local. So where are we at? Sean O'Reilly's in the house. Good to see you, Sean. Happy Monday to you. And I think we're there. Are we there? It's busy, lads. It's very busy. Okay, I think we're there. It's very busy. Right, so that's our plan. We need to start this machine here because I've been talking for a while and you're probably saying, Murph, really? Yeah, really. So our mags need to go on. What is this one? I need to remember how to fly this plane. So we need this one and this one. Yes, that works. And then to get a start on this, we shall say clear prop. It's alive. And it's trying to move, but we won't let it move anymore. And we'll hold our brake. So, avionics coming on, that's what we want. Directional indicator and our little barrow needs to be fixed. It can happen to anyone, I suppose. John O'Reilly says, happy Monday, and to you, my dude. Right, so we have our flight plan. We're going to taxi on out here. And then it's going to be time to say hello and thank you to some of the peoples who support the channel. And I have to say, many thanks, my dudes, for joining us here on YouTube. And huge thanks for you joining us over on Twitch on Friday night. Let me know your thoughts on how Twitch went. It's I thought the experience was good. I saw comments saying it was a little bit clearer. It was a little bit nicer. So who knows? Perhaps we can add more Twitch streams to the plan. So we're going to venture down this way to the right. As I watched over by yonder, the weather sock giving it did you see what it did? Giving it socks. By the way, do you all know how to read the weather sock? I'll explain. We'll zoom in here. Can you see the weather sock there now, right? I know it's far away, but the colours. So you have red, white, red, white, red. It's not a barbershop, it's the weather sock. Anyway, the distance of each of those sections indicates speed in 5 knots. So for example, if you look at a weather sock and it's just like completely calm, there's no wind. If you can see a full red panel and then the rest of it is down, it's an indication of 5 knots. If you see a red and a white panel and the rest of it is down, well, that indicates 10 knots, and so on and so forth. That is how you read them. And I hope I'm not teaching you heresy, but that's what I was taught. And with that, Murphy's instructor's going, what were you thinking? But no, I think that is indeed how it works. So we're taxiing on out this to position ourselves. Yep, 5 knots per section, says Dale Jones. Good to see you, Dale. 5 knots indicated airspeed, says Ed. Excellent. Twitch is great, but the quality was actually too good. It kept buffering the internet. Aha. I need to watch it back. because on my screen, what I can see on my screen versus what I think you guys see on YouTube, there is a bit of a difference, and same on Twitch, there is a difference. Like, you know, I can see, I see things. I see things. Whoop. Asher, look at your awful kind and thanks. We'll just ramble off this way now. Fair play to them. Aaron says, do you have an Aer Lingus rugby team livery? Not in Flight Sim 2020. I do on X-Plane. And the missus is an absolute devout... how does one name this without making it sound creepy? No, it is creepy. She loves Rob Kearney. Now, Rob Kearney, fantastic rugby player, has since retired, hung up his boots for the Irish national team, or the international team. But he's been copying my look for years. I keep saying it. But yes. Keen Lefford says, as he clears his throat, only 126 days until the Eurovision. Nice. Latency is longer with YouTube. It is. It absolutely is. Sean says, so are you doing well with the mods, Murph? We are. We have a very good team of moderators here. If it's moderators as in the channel, those who moderate would have vast experience in moderating different channels, and they've been with this channel pretty much from inception. So it's not like a lucky bag you can ramble in and say, I'll be the mod. It doesn't work like that, unfortunately. But stick around. The more you put into the community, well then, you have to be recommended by another moderator to land the role. So if any of you guys are interested in becoming a member of the moderator team, they look for those who are providing information and helpful to other people. And if they see a bit of drama, well, they know what to do with it. They kick it to touch. They sort it out. The headaches. Pearl Jam 26 says, which airport are you currently at? We're over in San Jose. Kilo Sierra Juliet Charlie, my dude. Davin Crawford's in the house. Good to see you. Happy Monday to you. Cyberman Drew says, how long do you reckon this leg is going to be? This will take us an hour, because we're going to go into... we're going to head down to the Cisco Bay and fly under the Golden Gate Bridge, which wasn't on the flight plan, but we can't, we have to, right? Now, let me see. Mr. Teuton says, I love Rob Kearney. He's gone to play in Australia now, and it's Leinster for me. Aaron says, the Irish rugby livery is on the liveries mega pack. Cool, we'll have a look. But yeah, Davin Crawford is here. Murph, hope you're well, my friend. Very well. Very, very well. The Cubs don't appear as Cubs. Probably not. We'll see. Big shout out to the amazing job our mods do, says Annalisa. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself. Fair dues. Anyway, at this stage, guys, it's time to say hello and thanks to some people, and then we get flying. How's that? Does it sound like a plan? So we have 3 different tiers of support for the channel. Now, to start, this is not required. It's not needed in any way. And I'm very, very grateful for those who actually say, no, Murph, it's grand. Here. So people who are supporting the channel financially, and basically what it enables, I can kind of fast track content instead of, like, you know, I'll wait a couple of weeks and save up a few bob and then I'll do it. And it goes for paying the bills, keeping the lights on, and, you know, the internet and all this kind of stuff. You might say, but your internet isn't great. Shh, it's totally fine. But anyway, I just want to acknowledge these people for, well, just doing what you do, guys. I really am very, very grateful. So to our flight crew, it's a big shout out to Samson Video, B-Pod, Bellbro, Sir Neil, Wayne Mason, Tomo Randall, the exclusive Blairio Club, Lee Russell, Alaska 559, Merlin Flyer, Fly Darren, happy birthday, Peter Unnach Name, Max Shiggity Pilot, Austin Butenbach, Tyler Park, Rogers RC75, Jack Meek, Andy Shaw, Ricky Kelleher, William Contino, John E, Peter Fast Pete 84, Tim Middleton, Catbat 9, Red Dragon CYM, Nick Stratford, 24K Shano, WB 1990, Tarvu Tarvudi, Hal Jor, Bernd Barsh, Papa Joe B, and Ethan Short. Many thanks, my dudes, and thank you so much for your continued support. Cheers. Tasty beverage on a Monday night. Next up then we have our co-pilots, and a big shout out to John Morris, Wayne Prefontaine, Blair Voyage, Big Ears 60, Noel K, Kingsman 9965, Dale Jones, Tony Robinson, John Ambler, Rolly Mal 9, Mark Dyson, Rudiger Odenbach, Dougal McTavish, Oz Flight Simmer, Chippy A, Madge C 888, Sean Leo, Bad Dog, he's a great dog, Pilot Peely, Samuel Dye, Patrick Cullen, and Brian Spain. Thank you all so very, very much, my dudes. Cheers and sláinte. Ooh. Next up then, we have our peoples who watch us over on Twitch. And a big shout out and a thank you. I just realised I'm on the runway doing this. And everyone's probably saying, get off there. Anyway, a shout out to the people on Twitch. We have Naughty Gnome, Colonel Fork 85, Alison Johnson, Cool Sax 98, Lukester 911, MJ Daiso, this list got big, Hawk Driver 101, Brandon Lowe, Ibuprofen 007, Big Ears 60, Captain Bombasso, Andy Brown 7, Wayne Prefontaine, Annalisa, Neon Jedi, Goodnessig, Ilka Bonza, Frugros 1, Zerul, Lord PJG, Jacob Mossad, Blair Voyage, Wayne Butler, Arsham MG, Arsham, I keep messing it up, sorry Arsham, Phil Does Twitch, Big Shot Muffy, Eyes 909, Flying Harp 1, Care 85, I think it's Jamamo, but thank you, Jamamo. Hazmat, 58. Funky Tex and Test Pilot 72. Many thanks, my dudes, for all your support. And last but not least, we have our pilots in command. And the big shout out goes to Ed Reed, Gibbo Ireland, Jan Moorcamp, Warhamster, Tortuga Gaming, Dangerous Brian, Daza T Arab, Dave Cobain, Cyberman Drew, Scotland 737 Project, Ailerons into Wind, Jepson 2001, Sticky Rice, Andrew Brown, Alison Johnson, Scott Voigt, Mark O'Gorman, Seamus McNeil, Colonel Fork 85, and Annalisa. Many thanks, my dudes, for all your support. I really, really do appreciate each and every one of you. And I have to say, thank you very, very much indeed. Right. We need to get flying, because people are going to start giving out to me. Lucy Marshall's in the house. Good to see you, Lucy. Hope you're keeping well. Sean Collins is here. Hello, Sean Collins. Now, if I miss anyone, just put it in again, because the chat is busy. We have a busy crowd, lads. We have 180 odd people. Are we ready for some flying? Fly, my pretties. So Squawk is squawking. Holy moly. Oh, the simulated horror with all the planes. Don't mind me. And just like that, we're airborne. Did you hear that? I need to fix that. That sounds like a radio. Murph? We have voiceage, which we don't want. There we go. That's how you handle that. Total panic after takeoff with the computer talking to us. It was ATIS. I was messing with me ATIS the other day, and I'm still trying to figure it all out. Can't read your name, but he says, greetings from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Greetings, my dude, from Tipperary in Ireland. Many thanks for joining me. I hope all is well. Who else? Jay Capte is in the house. He says, hello from Barcelona. Hola, amigo. I hope you're keeping well. Sherilyn is in the house. Hello. Lucy says, Murph, I'm exhausted. I know the feeling. I hope you're feeling better soon, though. Pedro Marquez is in the house. Good to see you. It really just starts airborne. You just kind of have to give it a gentle... Do you know... What were them... I call them weeds. And parachutes. Do you know the little weed you'd pick up out of the ground and you'd blow it? And loads of them would all... What are they called? There's a name for them. Does anybody have the name? You know the little... They're white. And they're like... Never put them in your mouth. No. Positive Rate is in the house. He says, hello from St. Bart's. Nice, dude. Compliments on your runways. Ben McClure says, you could sneeze on that plane and it would take off. Dandelion. Is it a dandelion? Where you blow them and all the bits go everywhere and they look like small little white little parachutists? Dandelions. Maybe they are dandelions. The very reason I never became a botanist, but yes. Dragonflower or dandelion. I think it's a dandelion. But yes, Mr. SRN94. He says, hi. I like you. Many thanks. You're welcome. Bod Daslam is in the house. Cloud Chaser has rambled in. Good to see you, my dudes. Yes, a seed from a dandelion. Where was it going? Oh, yeah. What I was trying to say before I interrupted myself was, Do you know the way you gently blow a dandelion? Hang on, we'll do the ASMR thing. Hang on. If you gently blow the dandelion, right? Did you like that? And they go everywhere. That's the same kind of you need to do to get this airplane airborne. Talk about going the entire way around the house to get to the punchline. Painful. This is going to be interesting. I think we have a dude flying with us who I've never seen flying with us. But yes. Now we're just kind of flying around. And you'll notice we're heading towards the Frisco Bay. After we left our home in Georgia. But you know that song. So we're heading up this way. Now at this stage, gang, how many people are going to be flying? So I'd ask you all now to put the number 2 into the chat and we'll get some numbers to see who's flying along with us. They're dandelions after the seeding called Jilly Jones. You see. Where would I be without you? I'd still be on the ground, I'd say, trying to figure out what went wrong. Now, because we've no autopilot in this wonderful machine, we need to kind of behave ourselves. So I was going to say 3,000 feet. Is that going to be a little bit high? No, we'll go for 3,000 feet. Get up there now, you devil. I've just saw something on my other screen. So we have a little airfield here off our left. Now, what's so relevant about this, you say? Oh look, there's someone flying by it. This is the fastest I've ever seen the chat move. It's a busy one tonight, yeah. Monday night. Clearly the weather isn't nice. Everyone's indoors and they're watching this. Now we're going to try and get ourselves leveled off here at 3,000 feet. As is, well, that's what we're going to try and do. As our tachometer is reading decent, oil pressure is good. We just want to get ourselves at 3,000 feet. We'll trim it out. And then see what happens, shall we? So keep heading this direction. We're going straight in the direction of KSFO. They won't mind us. Half Moon Bay is a way off on the other side. We did a spin up here a couple of weeks ago. Now that looks about right. Keen Lafford counts 64. Huh? Vicario Blue says, this stream will live in fame. I saw someone else in the chat saying, today is a good day to fly. I know, right? What's the heading? Is it not on the gadget? Heading is 285. It should be on the thing. That thing. Somewhere over there. Can you read it? Is it too small? Shall I enlarge that little graphic thingy? We can do that. Scott says, big airfield, Moffett Federal Airfield operated by NASA. Ooh, used to be a naval air station. Big buildings are blimp hangars. Sweet. They're blimp hangars. Ooh. Well, now this is kind of pretty neck of the woods. So speed is kind of okay. We're hovering around here at 3,000 feet, or as close to it as we can get, as was our want. So at this stage, I think it's time for a little bit of music. That works. So we'll disappear me, and we're going to jump outside. Hello, fireflies. You join us as we continue on the Coast Starlight. This is part 2, taking us from San Jose up past Sacramento, finally over to Chico. Oh, I can press this button again, look. So if you guys are new here, we live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Monday and Wednesdays are on YouTube. Fridays are over on Twitch at 8 PM Zulu time. If you guys do like what you're seeing, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, and you might even consider subscribing to the channel. A link for our Discord has just gone through on the chat there now. I'd be delighted if you join us over there. Shiny Edmund says, Murph, can we spend points? Not yet. We're working on it. Soon. Bad Dog says, I'm going back to find some peace of mind in San Jose. We've got a busy night. A lot of folk flying with us. 66 from my count. Vicario says, Murph, what's your favourite aircraft? I do like the Mooney. I really like the Piaggio. This is always a lot of fun. Cyberman Drew, many thanks for the subscribe over on Twitch, my dude. Really appreciate it. So it's relative calm as we're back inside this machine here. Mike is in the house. Good to see you. So it's a VFR flight this. Visual flight rules. Our altitude is a little bit off, but that's okay. We're heading over towards San Francisco. We're going to go... Asher, look, we might as well... We have a chance to fly under the Golden Gate Bridge. We might as well. We'll give it a shot and see what happens. Murph's breaking the immersion straight away, but that's okay. That's why we fly in GA. We're allowed to do things like this. Colonel Fork says, we could check out that aircraft carrier. 5 nautical miles west. Ooh, Colonel Fork, you're dangerous. We could, absolutely. We'll probably get eyes on. Now, not everyone would have that scenery, so we'll wait and see how that goes. So yeah, it's been, as I said, it's been kind of a... Well, I was busy this weekend. As I said, I put out an X-Plane video for Kino 35 of Alderney, the work he's done with Boundless. Fantastic bit of stuff happening over in X-Plane. Now, don't get me wrong, I was delighted to jump back into the world of Microsoft Flight Simulator. So what have we got going on this week? Well, we are waiting on the imminent arrival of the Coronado Wacko. I'm hoping to see that released in the coming days. We know that the F-15 is due to launch probably next week. Also, I think next week we can expect somewhere in and around, it's either the 20th or the 22nd, I think it's the 20th, the next world update for the sim. And they are calling it the UK and Ireland update. I can't wait. And also, our very own Jepson 2001, the man, myth and legend, is continuing his work on Casement Aerodrome Baldonnel. And as soon as that's ready to come out of the oven, just to show people what it looks like, we're going to be taking it for a full look into and seeing how everything is. There's probably a better way to explain that. We're going to preview it. That makes better sense. And I am looking forward to the UK update. In saying that, a lot of the UK actually has very, very good coverage. So it'll be interesting to see how it all kind of folds. And same with Ireland. Like, Ireland is not bad in the sim at all. Like, yeah, some of the buildings are a little bit on the... No? But I need to show you Dublin. Because I've there's a freeware link you can download, and I think it's using Google Imagery for Dublin City, and it's off the hook. It's fantastic. As in, it's Dublin City, and you'd just want to see it. And I flew that in VR until I got dizzy, and I had to, like, get out of VR. And like, I'm good at VR. I mean, I'm capable of 3 to 4 hours. Chief Sim Pilot's in the house. Good to see you, my dude. Happy Monday. Hope you're keeping very well. Southwest says, what's the heading? So, do you see the little bar down the bottom of the screen? That should be giving you where we're going. Our current indicated airspeed, which is 75 knots. Because these guys here are in kilometers an hour. Just in case that throws you. You might say, but Murph, the speed doesn't sync. It does. These are kilometers an hour. So right now we're doing a speed that'll probably get you in trouble by the Garda Síochána. 120 would be the maximum road speed we have here in the land of Ireland. Trivia question number 1. Our maximum speed limit is 120 kilometers an hour, which is motorway speed, which is about 70 odd miles per hour. Kendra is in the house. Good to see you, Kendra. Hope you're keeping very, very well. Scott says, I grew up there. Grew up where, Scott? Nuclear powered. You grew up this neck of the woods. Sweet. But yeah, I have to say, guys, Dublin. It's. I'll put a link over. I think there is a link on Discord, and I'll put up a couple of pictures. It's amazing. They have Croke Park. They have the Aviva. They have all of Dublin City, as in all the town is there. The Bord Gáis Energy Theatre. They have the WB Bridge, or the William Butler. They have, what else? They have Dublin Port. Scott says, yeah, from the Bay Area. Wow. This is a place I would very, very much like to visit, because San Francisco, the city, it's of huge interest only because, well, we all saw The Rock. But apart from that, and visiting Alcatraz, I'd love to go in kind of up north, the Sonoma, is it Sonoma Valley? Or Napa Valley? Apparently they make a lot of wine there, and I want to go there. I often try to, well, I won't say that, but I've often tried to fill myself up with wine. I like wine. Cornerfork says, Ghost Rider requesting a flyby. Negative, Ghost Rider, the pattern is full. Dublin, California is just off to the right, says Gregor. You guys got a Dublin? Well, we found so far a Temple Bar. That's up by the Grand Canyon neck of the woods. So now we're heading for Dublin. This is off the hook. I wonder if it was like an Irish guy who emigrated years ago and got homesick and said, we're going to call this place Dublin. Maybe. Philly Road says, San Francisco is my second home in the world. Nice, dude. Shiny Edmund says, I have an idea, Murph. Barrow in Furness, Walner, Blackpool, Liverpool, Manchester. Cool. Be sure to put it up on the ideas section over on Discord. I read everything. Well, I read everything anyway, but them ideas I research. I put a bit of time into them. Johnny says, those wax balls go nicely with wine. Oh yeah, real chewy. If you're going to San Fran, you're sure to meet some gentle people. San Francisco. Do you remember the scene? He's getting his hair cut in the shower, or he goes into the shower, and he's like doing the thing. Welcome to the Rock. AG Plays in the house. He says, what's up from Sweden? Hello, my dude. Happy Monday to you. Captain John and co-pilot Pickles. He says, hi, Murph. Just got home. Last Monday, car battery dies. Today, mom's tooth crack. The malfunctioning atrocity of Monday. But I hope you're keeping well. Condolences and commiserations for the car and your mother's tooth. But I hope both are getting better soon. Ken Effort says, is the Spire modelled, or as anyone outside of Ireland calls it, the big shtick in Dublin? Yeah, the Spire's in it. And they got the GPO, the forecourts, got the custom house. I'll give you the grand tour. How about that? I'll show you off the freeware Dublin. It's about 1.5 gigs of a download, but I'm telling you, if you want to explore Dublin, I'll give you the grand tour. And I'll need help from the rest of the Dublinish people. Annalisa. And anyone else who hails from Baile Átha But yeah, we'll definitely have a look at it. But speaking of nice places, there's just a lot of scenery here. And, well, we got to look at it. It's very pretty. So we're going to play some music. Would you look at the state of that view? Absolutely stunning. So we have Half Moon Bay over the bay there. It's one of my favourite airports out of X-Plane. It's quite good here as well. Bastian 111 says, do a barrel roll. I'd love to, but I'd spill my drink. There's only one thing worse than an Irishman spilling his drink. Johnny says, someone post the Dublin link on Discord. Pretty please, my sister-in-law and her family live in Dublin. Johnny, have a ramble into Flight Sim photos. I put up 3 pictures of Dublin at night time. Amazing. Jan Morecamp is in the house. Good to see you, Jan. Happy Monday to you. Sammy's Gaming says Dublinish. Yeah, well, like, it's kind of a funny thing. You can call them Dubliners, you know, but like Dublinish is how we speak. That reservoir is the San Andreas Fault. Nice. Kingsman says it's a classic movie. It really, really is. Gavin Ballo has rambled in. Good to see you, Gavin. You're very welcome aboard. But John, you really got to check out that Dublin scenery. It is that good, and in VR, it's amazing. Mr. Tuton says, I'm not from Dublin, but I know a little about yous. Yous are Demla. How to speak Dublin. So, we have three very, very good comedians. They work together. They're a group of Irish lads, and myself and the missus, we've been to see them before a couple of times. They're called Foil Arms and Hog. So you foil, arms and hog. Type them into the YouTube and you'll see who they are. But it's Irish humour at its best. They are hilarious. We're flying over the YouTube headquarters now. Ricky Keller's got it. No bleeding way. Here, you, Demla, yes sir. Get you their jackets. Vijay. Look at the views here. It's fantastic looking, isn't it? What was the original name someone gave us flying in these? Did they call them like the, not the Canaries, the Budgies? Did they say the Budgies? Keen Lafford says, I love Foil Arms and Hog. They're hilarious. Johnny says, I'll be downloaded the Dublin mod and Kerry Cold Mooney livery tonight. Sweet. Yeah, the Mooney livery is nice, isn't it? I was speaking to the dude who made it, and well, I'm going to get him to do things. Our own little Firefly logoed airplane. More on that during the week. And we also have a new remote, as I was telling you. I don't know, is it working yet? They need to come live. Ah, it works. So have a look at the YouTube chat. Why didn't it come up? Last. Remove that. Yeah, why is it coming up? Two-tone dance. Okay, I need to work on that. Because I can't see it up here. I know it's there. You'll see it on Discord. We're flying over KSFO. A real-world destination of Aer Lingus. Doesn't it only look massive? David says, I pity the landing airliners. They're probably just looking at their map going, what the? Some poor old devil after flying 7.5 hours from Ireland. San Francisco Tower, this is Shamrock 116 Heavy. Hang on, wait. Now, in fairness, I did only upload that emote tonight, so it probably isn't working just yet. But don't worry, you'll see it soon. And you will need the sniper eyes. Because if you look very closely, the Firefly's logo is actually on the sleeves of the dress. So it says, shame they aren't showing the actual aircraft going in. It's amazing to see them doing the visual bridge approach next to each other, wings tip to tip. I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that in a couple of videos, which is fantastic. But I have the real world traffic turned off. So if you're flying this on your own and you fly the real world traffic, or you fly with the traffic turned on, it will actually show it, which is incredible. Sorry, Tower, there seems to be a canary in the way. Ah, it's working now, look. Fly Darren and Scott Foyt have got it working. So if you look now in the chat, you'll see that Scott and Fly Darren have gotten the little emoji working. How did you do it? Ah, they put an underscore in front of it. So if we put in two-tone dance, will that do it? No. Hang on, we'll try it again. Nah, the force is strong in them. Us mere mortals can't do it. What sorcery is this? Or sorcery. Look at all the fireflies with us. This is fantastic. Alright, so we're going to bank to the right here ever so slightly. Because we want to go for Dintun-ish. Now this is adding a bit of time onto our flight. But we won't worry about it just yet. Scott says, use the emoji entry from the YouTube chat. Uh-huh. Let me see. Ah, very good. Ah, look, there it is. We'll have to play that song again now, just to, you know. But KSFO, I believe it's one of the handcrafted airports in Flight Simulator. It's fantastic. And like, considering how much is actually going on here, like you have a massive airport, you have us, there's other people flying in the region as well, because I've seen a couple of jets, and it's loading in San Francisco, which is like huge. It's huge, enormous. Scott says, off to the right is the former Hunters Point Naval Shipyards. Scott, we gotta go flying up here. I love when we pick an area and there's someone in the chat that says, oh, go to such and such, or this looks like such and such. Fantastic. Peter Thomas says, does anyone have the same problem from Lid Airport downloaded from Burning Blue Design? It crashes the flight sim when I go on airport. No, dude. I can't say that I have had that issue. If it's only happened since you've downloaded it, remove it from your community folder and see if that fixes the problem. If it doesn't fix the problem, well then we'll need to dig deeper. If it does fix the problem, delete it and re-download it, and it should be fine. Gregor says, Candlestick Park is still standing in Flight Sim. That's the big stadium over here, I think, is it? I think someone told me that's gone now. Look at the state of the views here. It's amazing. So this piece of music I used for an X-Plane video many moons ago. And it featured the Coronado 208 Caravan, or Grand Caravan. And I took off out of Half Moon Bay, flew up as far as San Francisco, and rambled back again. And I used this music. Kind of a fitting tune for the area. Scott says, it is still there in the same, old Niner Stadium. Shiny Enderman says, when is landing 1? In about 1 hour, my dude. We're taking a detour. Because we're going to check out some of San Francisco. We're hoping to see... What was the actor's... Not the actor's name. What was his name in the movie? Sean Connery played him? John Markham says, I got confirmation on the registration for my Car Mechanic Master's school course. It's going to be a hard 2 years of school, but after work for me. But I'm going to be self-employed after that. Nice, dude. Fantastic news. Congratulations to you, Jan. You're on an epic journey, my friend. Kingsman says, I've been having issues downloading in Flight Sim. Oh. Monkey Snatch 1 is here. He says, I'm away from the PC tonight, so looking on the phone. I'm so jealous. It looks brilliant. Well, great to see you, Monkey Snatch. I hope you're keeping very, very well, my dude. Happy Monday to you. It is indeed the start of a week. Now, we're going to be descending here because we want to go under the bridge. This is very, very pretty scenery, isn't it? How are the views holding up, guys? Is it readable? Do you remember your man out of The Life of Brian? Willis O'Roddick? You find something funny about my friend's name? Have you seen? I'm not going to say it here, but like, he has a wife, you know. Ricky Keller says it's Monday all day. I know, right? Kingsman says, found the community in Flight Sim, but find it in my computer. Ooh. Look at the scenery here. This is amazing, isn't it? Dave says, great for me, a new PC build. Day 2. Sweet. Luis? What'ja? You've seen it. Bad Dog says, I love flying under the bridge thing. It's a bridge thing. Yeah. Phantom Tetra's in the house. Good to see it. Car85 says, I spent a fortnight in San Francisco in 2013. Nice city, but I wouldn't be rushing back. Oh. Did you have a bad experience, my dude? Scott says, if you go under the bridge from the ocean side, when just passing the bridge, look right. Look right at the bridge. You see the old port. Oh no, Fort Point. Then continue straight onto Alcatraz. Gotcha. That is an old fort there. Was that built before the bridge? And they built the bridge over it. My dad was here a couple of years ago. And, well, he went out on one of them wine tours. So he remembers everything on the way out. Very little on the way back, mind you. But he did say there was a fort under the bridge, and he said it was fascinating. It's a Spanish fort. Wow. Well, it says, for some reason I can't fly under bridges. I always crash, though I'm clear on all sides. Ben says, sorry Murph, have to go see some more of the family. Great stream, by the way. Well, many thanks, Ben. Happy birthday to you, my dude. And have a good one. We'll see you soon. Gregor says, it's from the 1700s. It was the Civil War era fort. Wow. So they just kind of built a big bridge over it. That bridge, funny enough, there's, I won't say an imitation, but there's, its sister bridge, if you like, is in Lisbon, in Portugal. Car85 says, there was a lot of that and that going on. That's alright. Well, every city, I suppose, has its thing, but, it's definitely an area I would like to visit. And I suppose that's probably just limited to areas within the city. Eastbirds Lee says, will you maybe do some Icon A5 water landing challenges with the Fireflies on small rivers and ponds? We absolutely will, dude. I'm planning it. I'm waiting on a world update, but I know of a lot of small, and I mean small, little rivers and streams and lakes up the Wicklow Mountains neck of the woods, and also down by Kerry neck of the woods, so looking forward to that, absolutely. So the question here is, are we actually going to get under the bridge, actually? Despite our very best of intentions. We must enter from the ocean side, and as we fly under the bridge, we need to look to the right. Are we ready, Fireflies? We is going to tackle a bridge. Don't go chasing waterfalls. And brake to the right. Are you feeling it? The tense and tension is real. Now everyone, stay out of the drink. Ian Fisher says it is possible. Took the A2A B17 through it. Nice. Ooh. Well, we made it. Under the bridge. And there be the fort. Welcome to the rock. It is very much that music, isn't it? That was very kind of dramatic music, wasn't it? Buster Scott didn't make it, and I was at 100 feet, he says. Oh dear. Look at this lot, look. You guys are dangerous. Oh dear. See the way the sim actually throws them up and then down again? That's kind of weird. But anyway, that's not important. What is important, we made it. And we're going to head over past the rock now. What was Sean Connery's character name in The Rock? He had a name. Like, he was like loosely based on James Bond. Scott says, on the other side of the channel there are some old World War II gun emplacements. Sweet! Ah, Mason, that's the one. John Mason. I'm trying to remember some of the big lines from it. Nicolas Cage. Ah, it has to be. What were some of the big? What were the best quotes? Joko Brew's in the house. Good to see it. John Patrick Mason. That's the one. I'm trying to remember. What were some of like the? I won't say the cheesy lines. Something about prom queens. Eastbirds Lee says, I watched the film about 20,000 times. Right, dude. Come on with the quotes. We need them. What was your man's name? You are Rocket Man. Winners and losers. What was, oh, what's his name? Who was the bad guy? Was it Ed Burns, I think his name? Not Ed Burns. What's his name? Car 85. Yeah, he said it earlier on. That's what it was. That's what it was. We called the dog Indiana. No, wait. Ex-SAS, retired, of course. Retired, of course. That was a fantastic movie. I need to watch that and, like, rehearse with all the stuff. Brandon Lowe says, so weird, I can see everyone else flying, but I can't see Murph. Oh. Ed Harris, that's the one. He's brilliant in it. Stand down! Now, who said that line, Naughty Gnome? Was it Nick Cage or was it Sean Connery? General Hummel, that's the one. General Francis Hummel. Deadly. I think Sean Connery said the line. Okay, so it's your best. Losers whine about the best. Winners go home and... Oh, yeah. I can't repeat that. That's not important. What is important? Let's change the subject. As we fly over Alcatraz, we can see Clint Eastwood doing his thing, swimming across the channel. The devil. Kate said the Rocket Man quote. Yeah. Kara says, that's what I said, ahem. Rudiger Odenbach is in the house. He says, hi guys, quick hello from Stuttgart. Would love to join in, but can't. I'm still in negotiations with my knife. Re a VR headset. Kingsman says he will be sadly missed. Absolutely. Southwest says, Murph, check your server. Do you mean Discord? So I think the famous pier over this neck of the woods, I could be wrong, I believe it to be Pier 42. Would that be right? I'm on the North Europe server, my dude. Johnny says you could probably land on the rock with the cub. You probably could, yeah. Getting off it could be a headache. The island in between is Treasure Island. Treasure? Look at the size of this bridge. Look at the state of that view, though. Pier 49, that's the one. The only thing they're missing is the cable cars. But like, what a fantastic rendition of San Francisco. Prior to this, the best thing we had for San Francisco was from Mr. X6, a fantastic developer back in the world of X-Plane. Gregor says the concrete pillar in the middle of the bridge weighs more than the Great Pyramid. What? That's nuts. As we pick up a bit of chop as we fly over the city. Scott says, I watched an A3 depart from our Naval Air Station, Alameda, and lose the engine and went under the Bay Bridge. Whoa! Johnny says, the Oakland Bridge is a double-decker. Upper level fell onto the lower during an earthquake. Dude! Larson says, Merlin Flyer and me are trying to go under the bridge. Need an engine out. Jenny Mac. Look at this city down there, though. Isn't there something like... It's... Dad was telling me when he was over there, he went for a ramble. He walked... He was staying up near... Not too far from Chinatown, actually, but he was staying down towards the docks, and he rambled home, or back to his hotel one night. It was actually near that big cathedral. Oh, actually, he wasn't too far from here. But I think it's called People's Park. But anyway, he came across a big bluegrass festival. He said it was unreal. Carl Baker says, used to live there, great place. Transamerica Pyramid looking nice there. Sweet. And I have to say, like, this is beautiful. Now let's have a look at our little map. For we have a carrier out this neck of the woods. Does everyone actually have a carrier? Actually, where is the carrier? Does everyone actually have the carrier? Let's venture this way. The Bluegrass Festival is in the Golden Gate Park. Ah, that's the one. I think Colonel Fork ventured out by the carrier. Is it far out, dude? Far out, man. Yeah, we'll catch the carrier the next time because, well, we're not in a very much carrier-bound aircraft. This thing will just flip over and, like, you know. But we'll do carrier soon. We'll await the arrival of the F-15 and we'll do some carrier landings. So what we're going to do, we're going to spin around and kind of fly up Richmond neck of the woods, and then we'll rejoin that magenta line and we'll get headed towards our first stop. Can we stop at the Garandelli factory for free samples? Ooh. Scott says the Golden Gate Park has all sorts of nice stuff. The Japanese tea garden and a great aquarium. Sweet. Oh yeah, I read about the aquarium actually. Is it that hilly? As in, you know, the streets are actually just very, very steep. Kingsman, we'll have to get you sorted with the where to find the community folder. We will get you sorted though. I just can't get over the scenery here. It's amazing, isn't it? Do you know, like, there's real looking scenery and then there's that. That's fantastic looking. Colonel Fork. Be mindful of the landing gear. Oh, look. What's the stadium called, so? And I take it to play baseball. As we'll do the invertible nosedive to try and do some sort of a flyby and get down and see it. Oh, we're way over speed here, Murph. Well done, you genius. But it's going to be worth a look. Look at the state of that. George Bjorn's in the house. Good to see you, George. Happy Monday. Wow, look at that. Look at the detail. AT&T Park. Sweet. We have a bit of floodage by yonder bridge, but that's okay. Avert your eyes. That's all like car parking. That's a car ferry. All the buses, look. Is that like two ferries? Yeah, it is. This is epic. There are comedy routines about driving in San Francisco. Hills are my nemesis, so San Fran would probably finish me off altogether to Santa Lisa. Quacksilver's in the house, good to see you. Larson says, how come I can't fly under the bridges? Is there a setting which makes me crash? Not sure, dude. They're just ships. Aha. Well, I have to say, that was well worth the ramble. We'll head over this way. And I think there was another airport over this side, but it's decommissioned. I do believe. I think it's here. Does anyone know the name of the old airport that used to be there? Even though you can see the runways, but they closed it. So we bid farewell to San Francisco. You stay classy, San Francisco. That's not the line, but it worked. It absolutely worked. Look at the length of the bridge, though. Could you imagine having to walk across that? I wonder, can you walk around it? Well, is that a pedestrianised bridge? Is there room for pedestrians? That's the Alameda Naval Air Station. I was based there as a cadet. Wow. There's no X's on the runway, as in on 3-1, but I imagine it's, I think it's a no-go now, isn't it? Shiny Animal says, did anyone see me land? I think we all did, dude. It is closed. Ah. I say that was an interesting base of operations, Scott. If your office was here. Some of the Fireflies doing touch and goes. Because they can. Scott says right below you is where they launched flying boats in World War II. Oh wow, look at them. Ah lads, the detail here is amazing, isn't it? So we're pretty much over Alameda, and then it's over to Oakland, I think. Then you've Berkeley and all that kind of good stuff. Johnny says they really achieved the right feel for the place. It's in absolute stunning detail though, isn't it? Like, it's areas like this, when they advertised, you can literally fly over your house. This is in almost exacting detail. When you have the light scattering like that with the clouds and the weather, that's amazing looking. There's no subs at Alameda. Is it Alameda or Alameda? They visited on occasion, but the subs were based further north. Danny Ed says, nice bit of chop over the ridges. Looking forward to it. I think we definitely picked the right aircraft to go exploring here. The old Piper Cub. Well, Savage Cub. Ida. Ah. Ricky Kelleher says, it's manky how gorgeous it is. You're a man after my own heart. That's yes. Look at the state of the view. It's only manky. Anyway. Are we enjoying ourselves so far? Has it been educational and somewhat entertaining? That's what we strive for here on our Monday night streams. If you just joined us, we're following loosely or closely the Coast Starlight, which is a train ride that takes you all the way from Los Angeles up to Seattle. We're currently over San Francisco. Our first stop for the evening is going to be in Sacramento Executive Airport. Sacramento, of course, is the capital city in the US state of California. In case you didn't know. Such a great time such a great area to fly, with tons of airplanes in the area. Oh, I can imagine. Plus all your international stuff. Annalisa says, it's massive in both senses. I know, right? Southwest said, I chose the C-172. Yeah, that should be okay. Gregor says, you're over Berkeley now. It's quite beautiful. Entercational, says Kerr. Shuffled Shoes John says, it always is, Murph. Shiny Enema says, 100 likes. Nice. Well, many thanks, my dudes. We're feeling the love. What would you call people who will be local to San Francisco? Would you call them San Frescans or San Franciscoites? Hang on, that didn't sound that way in my head. Or what about San Franciscans? Johnny says it's been educational, but I'm enjoying myself anyway. San Franciscans. Ah, yes. Just 80 shy of 100? How many likes do we have? I can't see. San Franciscans. Ah. We call them crazy. Is this the Berkeley where creme de la creme of music college is? Oh. Do. Doesn't it look a bit, doesn't it? We're heading the right direction, so we're going to stay in this heading. Altitude is a little bit high, but we have considerable chop from the ridges. Quicksilver says, what resolution are you playing on? Only pure 1080 or with a higher rendering resolution? 1080 native, my dude. Gibber says we have 101. Kingsman says we have 104. Alison says we have 106. Go on, you devil. Just keep calling out random numbers. Anyway, what were we doing? Oh, we have to do this now. Ah, yes. The nice music. It's the alien building. It is the building where they take your dreams. Let's not fixate on that, because look at the state of the scenery we have right here. It's absolutely stunning. Isn't it stunning? There's got to be a little screenshot here. Click. It's amazing how quickly the terrain has changed, how the land has changed, all the colours, even the buildings. Beautiful. Quicksilver says 110. It was me! Shiny Enema says 113. Eastbird says, is that an @Walker or AT Walker in the back? Colonel Fork 867-5309. That sounds like an army number to me. As he lines up the shot for the background interference to land the can in the bin. He missed. And he shall try it again. No! Direct hit. Alan Conroy says, joining for my first flight with the Fireflies. Nice, dude. You're very, very welcome aboard. I was going to give the Geekna alert, but I think we're okay. And the crowd goes wild! I need to add more sound effects. I always say this. I'll do it this week, I promise. I'm going to add more stuff to the stream. Not enough to, like, make it distracting, but just enough so it isn't. I'm writing it down right now. Sound effects. Now, I've written it down, and therefore it shall happen. So, quick check on things here as we're flying. The left tank looking kind of dodge. The right tank. Oh, hang on. What's the fuel situation here, Murph? Oh, where are we? 74%. That's enough. We're going to go to the left of these mountain ranges. Ed says, Murph, I sent you crowd sound effects a while back. You probably did, and I think Scott did as well. I'll go back through them. 100%. Both yourself and Scott have been very kind to send me a whole load of different sound effects. Kendra is away. We'll see you soon. You take it easy out there. Scott says, Mrs. Two-Tone needs to go in and block the shot. Kane Affer says, I just realised that I never said hello when I came in at first, so hello, hello. Thank God my teacher isn't here. Mount Diablo. Ooh. Isn't this nice and pretty, though? Look at the views here. I didn't think this place would look half this nice. Not that I didn't think it'd look nice, but you know what I mean. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. So yeah, as I was saying, on the 20th, we are due to get the new world update here in the sim. Really looking forward to it. We have an F-15 fast approaching. We have the Coronado Waco, which is a WY something or other. But it's a biplane and it looks cool. And if you're going to purchase said biplane or biplane, you need to be equipped with a flying scarf and a mustache, or a moustache. Even the female, you must have the moustache in order to fly this aircraft. Brandon Lowe says, I've hiked to the top of that mountain. Sweet! Mount Diablo is the big mountain. It's pretty big. Philly Road says, okay, I feel really silly. Just figured out that I've had photogrammetry switched off since I got the sim a few months ago. Was wondering how you had better graphics. But the question is it okay now and is it wonderful? When are we getting Aladdin's carpet? Oh, you need the flight goggles too. Well done, Shiny Enderman. Yes, absolutely. It's easier to drive to the top, I know, right? Much better now. That's good to hear, Philly. I'd say when you turned it on and you just realise, you know, you probably had the same reaction that everyone had, me included. Because, like, in the alpha, photogrammetry wasn't really, well, it was, but, like, it wasn't really. You didn't know that you had to turn it on or off all the time. So, when you finally got it working, it was like, do you know what I mean? It was one of them. 'Twas one of them. Someone say moustache and aviators. Colonel Fork, remember the picture I showed you? The order got cancelled because they couldn't ship it to Ireland from the UK because, you know, Brexit. So I've ordered replacements. They'll be here soon. Keen Effort says, you also need what I call the 1960 BBC radio voice. Hello, and welcome to the BBC. On tonight's programming, we should be talking about the weather. Over to you, John. Thank you, Arthur. The weather forecast for this evening is partially cloudy. Reservoirs of 1044 rising slowly. There's showers in the area and also coming in from the North Atlantic. Back to you. Mrs. Two-Tone says, you've ordered. Well, sorry, okay, Mrs. Two-Tone has ordered. I ordered. Leave it to me, Murph will sort it. And when I ordered it, they said, no, you can't, no. So I was like, but and it wouldn't, and they were mean. And Mrs. Two-Tone said, it's okay. Murph, I look after it, I'll order it for you. And I said, thanks. And it's been amazing. Like a new game, absolutely. Ruh-roh. He had a bit of a whinge about it. I kind of did, but now I'm okay. I got over it. I got used to it. I got used to it. Colonel Fox says, hopefully Mrs. Two-Tone got herself some aviators too. Oh yeah. For you are not a dedicated sim pilot without the aviators. Even if you can't buy them, just make them. King says, also when you say hello to the fancy graphics, you also say hello to 5 FPS. Seamus McNeil says, I'm realising Mrs. Two-Tone is the brains of the operation. Well, considering I'm the dude who just pulled that string of material from my trouser leg, thinking what would happen, realising that you've just gone and busted a hole in your trouser leg. Yes. There are intelligent and then intelligence. I am neither. Look at the view, sports fans. Where we have the sun coming out. It's only gorgeous. Flight Aaron says, is anyone else seeing a giant A shape in the distance at 9 o'clock? Flight Aaron, no. It's only you. There's nothing to see here, folks. It's a weather balloon. As we roll up in the black Buick. That was a weather balloon. Wave Tour says, Murph can't see your airplane online. Try and fly in a little bit closer. Johnny says, and I thought I looked dorky in the Track IR hat. Silver says, isn't the missus always the brains? Fellas? I think so. Mrs. Tudor says, whatever you do, Murph, don't set up the... Oh no, it's not that bad, like. I suppose it's like... It's a euro or like a quarter-sized coin hole on my right knee. Cyberman Drew says, I just got out of a meeting, rewound to see if you guys landed. The first thing I heard was, look at the state of that view. I have a terrible habit of saying things like this. But like seriously, look at the state of the view. Isn't it just jaw-dropping? As we're here with the Fireflies in tow. Tarso says, how's progress going on JoinFS? Really well. We did a bit of it there at the weekend. And we're getting close. We're going to do a stream soon with JoinFS. Hope you guys enjoyed the video that Gibbo Ireland put out. Fantastic stuff from Gibbo Ireland. All fancy transitions and stuff. And, well, he absolutely simplified what JoinFS is. So be sure to check out that video. Alison says, when a man says it's not bad, it's often worse. Absolutely gorgeous. Murphisms. Ah, yes, the Track IR hat. I met my daughter's new boyfriend while I was wearing mine. Oh, that's brilliant. That is fantastic. Dad, I want you to meet someone. This is Steve. You know, and he's like the captain of the football team. Steve, meet my dad. And they were like, tower frequency, wait one. And then you realise you got a Track IR in your head. There are no words to that. Shiny Edmund says, it's wing wave time. Okay, Fireflies. Why don't we do a nice big wing wave for the people watching at home? Are we ready? Oh, yeah. It's easier said than done. Because when I do it, the whole thing goes, whoop, whoop, hey. So we're back to the left. Dale Jones says, have to get going for a bit now. Hopefully be back before the stream is over. Cool. Keen says, speaking of JoinFS, my cardboard box Mooney is coming along really well. Cyberman Drew says, what's the add-on that gives you the stats on the bottom of the stream? So it's True Sim Toolkit Pro. They have streamer tools built into it. So Sim Toolkit Pro gives you a moving map and other functionalities, flight planning and the likes. It's pretty much an electronic flight bag. And it also gives you little gadgets to do that. So we're pretty much on rental power. Well, we're not on rental power, but like we're moving as fast as this machine can take us. Pixabber says, just switch to Tobii Track. No need for Track IR anymore. Ah. Shiny Animal says, is JoinFS free? It is. So JoinFS, basically, if you guys don't have Flight Sim 2020, maybe you have X-Plane, P3D or FSX, you can still fly with us by using JoinFS. Or indeed, if you have Flight Sim 2020, you can still fly with us in JoinFS. So rather than just like appearing it and like telling everyone, oh, you got to fly with us on JoinFS, like that's why I'm slowly easing this in, so you guys can kind of get used to it. So we have our own channel over on the Discord. Anyone who's interested in JoinFS, do be sure to ramble over there. You can hit myself up to let me know if you want to have access to it. And just get used to it. Just ramble in, start setting it up, fly around in it, see what you think, get yourself accustomed to it. And then once everything's pretty much ready to go and you guys are comfortable doing what we're doing, well, sure, we'll give it a bash. But I don't want to just kind of do it straight away off the bat. I need to turn on my fan. getting warm. But yeah, like rather than just, you know, launching straight into it, and then you guys are like, huh? Phil Boardman says, where's the railway? Good question. I said loosely following. It's not far from here. Let's see. So there is, well, there should be a bridge there. It didn't want to do its thing. But that's road, motorway. And you guys see a railway? That looks like rail there, look. I think that's rail. I could be wrong. But we're doing well. We're continuing on here. Our continuing mission. As we're currently flying over a place called, are you ready? Oakley. Which is north of Brentwood. And we're heading up to a place called Rio Vista. Along the way. And then it's up towards Sacramento. So at the moment, we're doing well. Ricky Gallagher, redeem the railway. Billy Rhodes says, are Asobo going to introduce a fast forward function like there was in FS... yeah, you're talking about sim rate? You can actually do that now, Philly. You can increase the simulated rate. I can't remember what it goes up to. Just go into your settings, controls, and type in sim rate. And you'll see then you can define a key to it to make the sim go faster or slower. Really handy if you're doing some of the longer flights. Seamus says, we had all 4 major sims running at the same time this past weekend. FSX, P3D, X-Plane, and Microsoft Flight Sim. Sweet! Kingsman says, does X-Plane have multiplayer? Not natively, no. X-Plane Mobile does. Simon Drew says, how do the Twitch tiers map the YouTube tiers? In case I want to switch to Twitch, or how do they map them or match them? Well, with Twitch, there's only, I think the lowest tier would be Copilot, and I like the idea of having the flight crew tier because it's, well, you know, it's. I think it's cheap is not the right word. I think it's more affordable and less of an impact perhaps on people. Whereby, you know, it's if they want to get the extra few bits and bobs that associate with membership. But they can. I think as a platform for me, Twitch, and I'm basing this purely off the the last time I did a Twitch only stream, I was only starting this gig, and like, you know, I had 1 or 2 people watching, maybe 3 or 4 at one stage, and that can be hard work because it's gas. Like if you're going to get into streaming, or if you've got like content creation where you go live and like you appear your mallet on the internet for people to see, if there was only kind of 1 or 2 people here, it'd be like, so how are you? And they'd be like, yeah, no, I'm fine. Good. And any news? No news. You? No news. Do you know what I mean? So like it's if you're dealing with 1-on-1 or 1 to 3 or 1 to 4, it's a little bit difficult. It's not to say it's impossible, it's difficult. But when there's a pile of people in here, loads of people, there's a lot of interaction, which is great. And for me, like I've left some of my oldest videos on YouTube, like some of the early days streaming, before I even had the face cam, and it's like, hello and welcome to another stream. Oh yeah, I kept saying we're flying because I like this thing. So you kind of, you need the bit of motivation from all the peoples to kind of break you out of the shell of there is no show to this. It's just do your thing, which is be yourself. And I found in the early days I wasn't being myself. I was trying to put across, I don't know, a level of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say like there's a name for this. Stand by as I think of the name. Showmanship, that's the word. There was a level of showmanship I was trying to put across to, this guy knows what he's talking about. I didn't. And if you focus on them sort of things, you're going to trip yourself up. So I think the best way, if you're getting into streaming, just be yourself. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Step into the light. But don't be afraid. Mr. Tudor says, you have relaxed a bit more now. I have. King Laffer says, Murph, I believe in you. Oh, and 593 is in the house. Good to see you. Streamlabs is given out to Keen. Fizz Bin is in the house. Good to see you. Who else? Lay YG is here. What's up, my dude? Happy Monday to you. I hope you're keeping very, very well. Now imagine some elevator music while Murph is thinking. We can... Oh, hang on. I did another one. I found a new one. Are you ready? Was it this one? That's how it's done. And then you find the idea. And then the whole screen transitions to actually what goes on inside of my head. There's a rainbow! And unicorns! You get the idea, don't you? That's painful. Philip says, are we stopping over at Rio Vista? Negative. On that request there, Red Rider. We are pretty much flying straight towards Sacramento Executive. We're making good time. We're 2,000 feet indicated. We have a heading of 357 degrees. Look at this. And look at you lot. And we're doing quite well. Flight Aaron says, now do your BBC voice to a soap powder advert. It has to be done. It's just like, just do the thing, Murph. Do the thing. Hello. We need a name for the soap. We need a name. It almost sounded like the Flumps tune. Clean Away, the new handiest soap that loves the jobs you hate. It can reach areas that you've only dreamed of with its own exfoliation. Tally-ho. That could have went literally anywhere because we started talking about soap. We talk about food on this channel and, you know, other things. But, like, soap leads to, you know, showers. And showers lead to... We're not going there. Soapy suds. Scrubby Murph soap. This could go anywhere, lads. So we're continuing on. We're doing something right. We still got people flying with us. And a pair of legs hanging out of a Cessna. For the dramatic effect. Demonetization, yeah. So, what did you guys do on the channel tonight? Confork says we were talking about food before the stream even started. Yes, we did. Philly Rose says, hottest temperature I ever endured was in California, driving from San Diego to San Fran during a heat wave of 42 degrees. Ooh. I think the hottest we had was about 48. We had that in the south of Spain. Orange blue cheese is lovely. Orange blue cheese. Okay. I'll take your word for it. I do like the tunage. That's not a great camera view. This is better. Randy Hare says, what do you think they farm out here? Good question. What do they farm out here, dudes? Don't say soap. Scenery is absolutely incredible though, isn't it? Logs. Time Lord Flight says corn. I like corn. So on the discussion of food, your favorite type of breakfast and why? Go. Is it going to be like they grow everything in California? Farmers markets are amazing, says Phil. Oh, cool. King Laffer says, am I the only person that eats cheese with strawberries? I don't know. Would anybody try spam curry? Spam curry? It's a thing. It's a thing. Spam curry. How's the tasty beverage situation, Murphy? Randy Hurst says, little logs. Shiny Enma says, full English because it's tasty. Gregor likes bacon because it's bacon. Yeah. Eggs Benedict, says Philly Roach. Indeed. Naughty Gnome says, toast with Marmite or peanut butter. Oh, peanut butter. Red Dragon would like breakfast in bed. Bacon because it's superfood. Oranges, says Peter Thomas. Wayland says eggs sunny side up with toasted bread. Ooh. Kingsman says poached eggs on toast. Oh yeah. Brandon Lowe says any breakfast my wife makes me. Quicksilver is away. He says, see you lads, have a fun one. You too, my dude. KR85 says full Irish, no explanation needed. Andrew Hill says Irish breakfast. Scrambled egg with wholemeal toast, says Phil Breen. Wholemeal toast, oh that could be nice. My favourite type of breakfast is the one you get in bed, says Keane. Kingsman, brown sauce, or brown HP sauce, with a bacon sandwich. Yes. Tortuga says gazpacho and focaccia, is it? Shiny Enma says, I don't mind a full Scottish though. Gregor likes rancheros. John Markham says, I'm all in for Asia breakfast like soup and Chinese burgers and stuff. Tarso likes tapioca with butter and black coffee. Nice. Tapioca. Johnny says, stop it, I'm starving. Nice crispy bacon covered in a maple... not maple syrup. There's a name for it, maple something. It's not syrup. Randy Hurst, we're making you hungry again. Scott Voigt says, so many things, smoked salmon and cream cheese on bagels, biscuits, gravy, pancakes, waffles, omelets. So many things, so little time. Goblin likes cornflakes. He's a man of the simpler tastes. Care85 says, I'm doing intermittent fasting. This stream may no longer be for me. Oh dear. The jumbo breakfast roll. Chocolate and more chocolate. It depends, like, about fasting and stuff. Does it work? It's hard to know. I'm on a seafood diet. Seafood, yeah. An Irish fry with a Scottish breakfast on the side. Yeah. I don't... For years, I didn't eat a breakfast. And I'm not, you know, you wouldn't be inclined to follow me over soft ground at all. I'm a big dude. But I can handle myself, but like, you know, I could do it like... Anyway, let's not go there. But breakfast, I used to never eat breakfast. And I was told then, you should eat breakfast. And now I am... There is a reason why they say it is the most important meal of the day. Lava bread. It's lava bread. Annalisa says Magnum ice cream. Put into a bowl with bits of twirl broken over the top. That sounds nice. I'll tell you what, okay. What's your least favourite food? Veg is for me. I'm not a fan of veg. I can eat carrots and stuff, and you know, but that's about it. Brussels sprouts, no. Cauliflower, no. Broccoli, no. Pizza with no pineapple. Indeed. Colonel Fork says, I need to lose 80 to 100 pounds, something fierce. I'm in that club as well, dude. We should do a thing. I don't know how we're going to do it, but it'll be good for us. My biggest problem is it'd be just like, it'd be grand. Fine. Totally fine. And then every now and again it'd be just like, I have to do something. This is awful. And that lasts for, yeah, I get a little bit of time out of it, a month or two. And then I kind of just go back to, yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. Yeah. We should do something. Challenge ourselves, maybe. Fly Darren says, anything the mother-in-law cooked. Yeah. Okay, how about your favourite tasty beverage? Now we're getting, now the conversation's getting lively. What would be your favourite tasty beverage? It doesn't have to be alcoholic, by the way. It could be anything. It could be just like, you know, Capri Sun or something. Video Road says, do the 100 days of walking challenge, 30 minutes minimum. Confork says, that's why I have a £4 bag of dried cranberries. Bucks Fizz, says Shiny Enderman. Dynamite. King Leopard likes orange juice. Sweet. A couple of years ago, like I called it Dukin diet? A Dukin diet. And that was pretty good. I lost, like, we work in, like, stones, so what did I lose? I think it was like 30 kilos. Good going. Bailey's coffee. Bushmills. Oh, yeah. Andrew Hill like Islay Scotch. Ooh. Murphy's or Beamish, says John. Nice. Tasty beverage, Hop House 13. Yeah, that's not bad. Annalisa, full sugar Club Rock Shandy. With the bits in. Or the bits out. Tony Robinson likes a Costa coffee. First cup of coffee in the morning, says Philly Roach. Kingsman likes a milky coffee. Or coffee. Colonel Fork likes a Faygo Black Cherry Pop Soda. That sounds nice. Coffee and most types. I do like me coffee. Amaretto Sours. We're kind of flying straight in, Colonel Fork, so we're going for... What's this? Runway 12, is it? Runway 2. We're going for runway 2. Little bits in. A cup of tea. Brewdog. Ah, Brewdog. Brewdog is good. Nice cup of Barry's tea. Barry's tea or Lion's tea? When it comes to tasty beverages, I don't know, any kind of soda. Like, I mean, I drink some of it. Do you remember, I think we've said this before, but like, do you remember cream soda? Cream soda. Man United versus Liverpool in the next round. Ooh. Alcohol-wise, it'd be... Was it? Chimay Blue. Is that like this gin? Sapphire kind of stuff? Kerry85 says Lions all the way. Philip says, how about melted Kerrygold in a cup and a straw? Massive 3.4 litre bottles of the American creams. Oh, someone just hit the deck and just went terribly bad, and we feel for you, my dude. So we're heading into Sacramento Executive. All this talk of food and drinks. It's a Belgian beer. Ah, right. I do like my, yeah, I like my craft beers. A mixed drink. Bourbon in a glass. Like, sodas are all like free and like zero. You know, there's like zero sugar and like free sugar and all this. They're full of other stuff though. But they're still okay, like every now and again. In the morning, coffee with honey and milk. They have the first USA Brewdog brewery in Columbus, Ohio. Good stuff. I think they're Irish. I think they are. Yeah. Dingle gin or a nice glass of Chianti. Oh yeah, I like me Chianti. Jameson Black Barrel is nice. It is. Spitfire craft beer. I think I had one of them before, Kingsman. Yeah, they're on the ball. I was drinking Yellow Belly beer the other day. That's from Wexford. Tasty. Except for one of them. It's like a sour beer. Do you ever have like a sour beer? It was like drinking mouthwash. And then you fill it with Mentos. Annalisa says, but the best beverage is stolen gin. It just is. Right, so we're going to put this machine down on the runway as gently as we can. Then we're going to put the camera on you guys, watch you coming in. Then we'll stop for a little bit of a break. You guys need to use the evolutions and maybe refill your tasty beverage. And then we're going to continue on our way up to Chico. Simon's Gaming says, what's cream soda? It's like a lemonade mixed with, I don't know, something else. It's nice though. King Laffer says, Murph, I was recommending you to one of my friends. I told him about the flight sim stuff. He says, do you learn much? He goes, yeah, we talk about food. Now we got to hold the nose on this, because this thing will, like, you just got to be careful with this, because it's easy to tip over. So stall speed on this is about there, and we're down. So you got to be very careful on the brakes that it doesn't tip over. Oh, it's like vanilla or something. Yeah. So we have landed safely. Ooh, look at the turn on that. There is no parking brakes, so we just kind of sit here and do our thing. So we need to go to this, and we need to turn the nameplates on. Now, I was watching Colonel Fork the other day, last night, with the nameplate mod thingaroony you had. And I have to say, it looked the job. So I must venture into doing that again soon. Right. There's Tarnish coming in. It doesn't look very pleasant. Philly Road says, I was going to bail out early, but now I've discovered photogrammetry. I have to stay and wait. As Kebmo, CDN Taz, Papa Joe B, and Jug Flyer have made their arrivals. Tetsuo's having the crack. As Cyberman Drew and Bry Boy, here's Johnny. Nicely done, my dudes. Druid Zeus and Superfluid HD are down. Fly Darren and Tetsuo. Nicely done. There's Wish Blamo, Rad Pilot Randy. Chilled Corky's down. All the landings. I'm trying to sort out something here in the background, don't mind me. I was wondering why this wasn't working. Fantastic landings, my dudes. Combat 9 is down. Ian Smith is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Continental Noob has landed. Now, there was a reason why I went silent. I was trying to fix everything. So, Colonel Fork, you should be able to now type messages without the mods having to, like, authorize them. I hope that works. Give it a whirl and let's see what happens. Hey, Ben is in the house. Good to see you. It actually works now. It's amazing how quiet I get. I was trying to fix it. I was just like, I need all of my brain power for this. Yes, it works. That didn't take long at all. As Negative App makes his arrival. John Matters is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Now, sorry for going so quiet. As Piggy J. Rowe makes his arrival. Okay. I think I fixed it. It's all going grand. There's moving pigeons. So what we're going to do, we're going to restart this simulator. And we'll reload in and then see what happens. And away we go. Do you ever have like just a busy night when there's like, I need to press about 20 things all at the same time? Shiny Airman is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. You take care. Right. So for this leg, we shall be starting off at Sacramento Executive Airport, which opened in 1930. It was known as Sutterville Aerodrome. The US Army Air Corps took over the airport during the Second World War. It sits at an elevation of 24 feet And from here, we're going to be heading over to Chico Municipal Airport. It was built in the 1930s. That's all I got. That's all we know. So we wait and see what happens. So our conversations have gone from food to drink to what's happening in the world of flight sim. Ooh, tasty beverage. And I also need to add in some more stuff. Need to add in some more stuff. We got sound effects, that's a list. And I hope you guys are enjoying. We had a couple of giveaways on the Discord over the last few days. Many congratulations to our winners. We had the lid scenery from Burning Blue Designs. We had the Alderney scenery. And we had something else. There was something else. I can't remember. So we shall wait and see as the sim loads up here in the background. When life gives you lemons, go flying. That's what it's all about. We have a cracking community here. I always look forward to hanging around with you lot. Philip Breen is away. We'll see you soon, dude. And great to catch up with you once again. Looking forward to the next stream, my dude. I was watching the Flying Fabio earlier on for a little bit, and he was flying in the Piaggio. And if you guys don't know about the Flying Fabio, he's live streams over on Twitch. Be sure to check him out. I think in a stream tomorrow he's going to be going over sectional charts, more of a tutorial. Flying Fabio, he's a qualified pilot, and he does a lot of kind of tutorial based stuff. You learn an absolute ton of stuff, so be sure to check it out. Grivo says that was the most fun I've had in ages. That's what we'd like to hear, my dude. Also, we will have what's happening tomorrow. Tomorrow's Tuesday. Colonel Fork 85 will be live streaming tomorrow. Be sure to check him out. Dougal says, when life gives you lemons, make a very large gin and tonic for them. I approve. Shot number 2. It's not like I'm drinking loads of cans. It's just I had like 2 kind of half empty or half full cans. Anyway, he lines up the shot. Oh, did you see that? It's all good. We made it into the bin. Now, let us see. So we are on the ground at Sacramento Executive Airport. And we want to ramble our way up to Chico Municipal. Now, are you guys all staying in the same aircraft, or do you just want to change it? I like the low and slow though. Do you know what I haven't flown in? The Cap 10. Will we give it a whirl? This could be a disaster. I haven't flown in this airplane yet. Or maybe I've done it once. So we're flying in live time, which is 14:19 local. Billy Rod says, I like the X-Cub. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm never leaving the Mooney. I love the Mooney. Still in the 172, but can change through dev mode. Yeah. No, I'm going to give the Cap 10 a whirl. Warhamster swears by it, and I saw someone else. Who else was flying it? I think it was Dougal, was it? We'll give it a shot and see what happens. KLAMATH says, when life gives you lemons, count down the days until the Eurovision. It'll keep you occupied. The Mooney is great though, isn't it? Like, love the Mooney. It's amazing. And the Seminole is really nice as well. And the 182 is really nice as well. Coronado have done a great job. Thus far, their aircraft are absolutely fantastic. And again, that's why I'm looking forward to the Wacko. How did I get the name of the Wacko? Ooh. Mixture. Ooh. Mixture rich. Now, let me see. I haven't flown this plane yet. Anything can happen. I don't even have views set up. Right, okay, hang on. Got some views going. That looks about right, and a little bit, and how's that looking? How's that for our seating position? That just doesn't look right to me. Okay. What's up with that? That's really strange, isn't it? Okay, so view number 1. Here, what's going on here, lads? The plane is having a moment. It's the transparent plane, designed only to be flown from the inside, or from the outside. We'll set up our views here and then see what happens. I reckon the delivery is causing it some sort of a headache. Is this a known bug? Maybe. Maybe it is. The old French plane, huh? Let's have a look up here. Yeah, that just doesn't look right at all, does it? So it's fine on the outside. No, it's not. Did you ever see that before? Look. There's probably a reason why Murphy didn't... That's freaky. We have deployed a new technology, Captain. How does it look for everyone else? It's the Houdini plane, right? It's the livery. And I was liking this livery. I was like, ooh, look at the fancy livery. Ooh. Okay, main menu. We have music to play in times like this. Wait for it. Wait for it. I broke the matrix. Okay, so if it is the livery, we'll just put it to a different livery. How's that? And we start this again. So, KSAC. It's Misha Dumsa. And we're going to... Where did we say we're going to? KCIC. Yes, yes. That's where we're going. Weight and balance. Live. And big and bold. Yes, yes, yes. The simulated horror! Paint me like one of your French planes. Chippy A is in the house. Good to see you, Chippy. He says, where did you get the top secret cloaking device? We stole it from the Romulans. Right, let's see if this works now. I can't wait for like the 20th. Come on, world update. Haha! That looks better. Right. Set your views, Murph. It wasn't like that at all, was it? Okay, and we'll set up one more just to make it look all fancy like. What's that like? Not that fancy. What's that like? And, yeah, we'll do that one. Right, okay, so to get this machine started now, there's a bit of kind of head scratching. So, this be it. Oh, look at this thing. It is nice, isn't it? Oh, we need to turn off nameplates. Okay, so traffic nameplates off, apply and save, go back, resume. So how does one fly this machine? Master switch on. What do you do? That's like an alternator. The button is called the exciter. Because we all need the exciter button. So, let me see. Turn and bank, no. Horizon, directional. Position lights, yes, want them. Peter heat, no, not for the minute. Avionics. Aerobatics. No. Lighted cheer, yes, yes. Essence fire, that's park. That's all okay. Is there a fuel cut mixture? Throttle, mixture. Is there a fuel shut-off valve? Let's see. Okay, well these are fuel tanks. Okay, left and right. Or parked, or exit, or off. Right, okay. That makes a lot of sense. It's kind of nice in here, isn't it? Okay, so we have... What are you now? Carpet, grand, okay. It's making sense, people. We're figuring it out as we go. We'll be an excellent, we'll be an expert in this soon. So, mag switch to both, and I imagine there's a starter button because our mags are already on. So where's the big button that you press for start? Caution. What's this do? Did you see what I did there? Park and brake, that'll do. It's kind of hard to see here. They're okay. Avionics on. Aerobatic trim flaps. We'll turn them on. Oh, okay, we got this guy. We've no autopilot. But hang on. If we have a CDI track, there should be an autopilot. Yes, no? Peter heat. Landing lights. Turns and bank. Don't know what that does. No autopilot again, I know, right? A GTX 330 is equipped. Rotational light. I think we're looking okay. So time, that's okay. Tachometer. Volts are reading okay. Fuel is okay, left and right. Amps are minus, so it's just a draw. Shouldn't it be plus if it was recharging? It's not very important. Okay, let's see what happens here, sports fans. No CDI, it's a directional gyro. Gotcha. Turn these guys on a bit. Oh, we did hokey. All the vans just came over to Murph. It's like, what are you flying? What is this? Ooh, ooh, did you see the stutters? Is there someone in something they shouldn't be? Okay, let's give this a bash, shall we? Aerobatic flaps will lock them in the current position. Gotcha. We'll just turn them off. And we'll sit over our little seat. I'm kind of liking this. Oh, the simulated horror. Do many people fly? Well, many people. Do you guys fly these? We're saying around the buttons is very dangerous. I know, right? Lucas says Murph used the front fuel tank first. Gotcha. Well, its ground handling is kind of okay. We're all going this way, are we? We'll go this way, so. Alan said, never flown it. Hammy loves the Cap 10. Hammy, that was his first plane he started using in this, wasn't it? The handle's nice on the ground, I will say that. There's a view and a half. Oh, the simulated horror. It is a very pretty looking airplane. It's an absolute beautiful plane. Wait, it says, I prefer the pits. Roger RC, Cap 10 is one of my favourite planes in the sim. Well, I can see why. Like, I mean, it has the maneuverability. I imagine it has the range and the performance. And it is very nice looking. This thing would be amazing in VR. Look at the canopy. It's just like massive views. Livery is a bit on the Evil Knievel. Duca says, Murph, wait till you see the Sim Wings livery for this puppy. Oh, nice, dude. Need to check that one out. I haven't flown the extra 330 either. I know, right? You're thinking, when I say I haven't flown it, I haven't spent time in it. I've 2 minutes. Yeah, move on. Look at the car park here. So, oh. Did you see that? Even I jumped. I was like, oh. For a moment, we went onto 2 wheels. Okay, guys. Give it a lash now. In your own time. Beep, beep. So, as we're waiting here to take off, you guys up and at them there. We'll have a look at our flight plan. So, we're from here to here. So, we've mountains on either side. We're pretty much over a valley, which is kind of nice. And we got about 45 minutes of a jaunt. So, we'll keep it lit once we get into the air. We had one over at the flight school. The owner flew it in a competition. Nice. Have you tried the VL3 in VR? Not yet. Wait till you see the simming. I saw that. I prefer the pits. Yeah, the pits is fun. I'm really looking forward to that. To the Wacker though, because the pits is like, it's very short or something. Do you know, it's nice, but like it's very short. It's like it's short. Southwest says, I'm joining. What should I fly? One of these. Should I fly a Cessna? If you want to, yeah, no problem. The ground handling on this thing is phenomenal. Like you just point it in the direction and it's there. So I'm unsure. And oh God. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here to the Cap 10 user who just, well, it didn't turn out well for them. This is an aerobatic trainer. Gotcha. Right, so not knowing the performance, we're going to give it 1 notch of flaps. As we're going to line ourselves up here in the center line. And we're going to give ourselves a bash here now in a second. So transponder goes to on, lights are on, flaps are set. Let's go flying, shall we? So power coming in. Oh, she's giddy. Very, very giddy. Ricky Keller says I'm upside down on runway 2. Uh-oh. Oopsie daisy. Oh, it's maneuverable, this thing. You can feel it already. So bring your flaps in. Because this thing is fast. But when I say fast, it's faster than the Cub. I like the prop animation, that's pretty sweet. And again, the it's a steam gauge, so we can't go too wrong there. Scott says, lots and lots of farmland in the Central Valley. Sweet. Ricky says, as you can see, I'm finding it very hard to fly. It's very twitchy, this thing. But we'll give it a quick bash around and see what happens. We have a nice stadium here as we fly up towards the city of Sacramento. The scenery up this neck of the woods, lads. It's unreal, isn't it? Keen says, do a barrel roll. We will now in a second. Get ourselves kind of figured out first, Keen. It flies like a go-kart, says Fly Darren. Let's see what happens, shall we? Well, it's relatively, well, I won't say easy to fly, but like it's behaving itself thus far. Vertical speed, right? So 1,500 feet for the moment. Get ourselves somewhat trimmed. Oh yeah, this thing is going to be very maneuverable. Yep, it's very maneuverable. Right, as we say hello to Huey and Ralph, we'll just take our time as we kind of fly and mess around with this thing. So we need music, please. Hello, Fireflies. So the question is, can we all do a right-handed barrel roll? Or a left-handed? Southwest says we're going to use this thing going up to KCIC. Oh yeah. The Fireflies are just going berserk. Ricky says, who signed off on this madness? What do you reckon, guys? Is it nice? Does the Cap 10 have an autopilot? Negative. It's like a swarm of planes. Right. Just how maneuverable is this machine? Are we ready? It can spin anyway. It's very maneuverable. Right, resume on course. You're all probably looking at this going, Murph, cut it out. It's... Whoops. Okay, we'll calm it down. Make it stop! Oh look, we got a G meter. Yo, G, how many units? So we did a negative G, well, an inverted dive, negative pullover, and then back to a normal positive pull over. Drawing Master King says, what kind of monitor do you have? It's a Sony Bravia TV, my dude. Well, this is kind of nice. I called my Cap 10 Kirk. Car85 says, no, do it in VR. I know, right? Hello. It looks nice though, doesn't it? Again, when you're looking at the scenery, it's incredible, isn't it? Close formation flying. So we're pretty much kind of almost trimmed out. And we're pretty much going in the direction we want to go. Indicator speed, 110 knots. We're very low. You can even see road signage at this height. This is incredible. So the secret is, can you continue the close formation flying, even at this very, very low altitude? The airspeed indicator is measured in baguettes. Oui, we are traveling at 8, 9 baguettes. Okay, as low as we are, we need to kind of get a bit of altitude here because we've nothing but fields to fly with. Aaron says, do a barrel roll. Now, if I was in VR, things would be a little bit unpleasant. For this is how we're going to fly the rest of the journey inverted. I think not. We could give it a shot, though. This is a nice plane, I will say that. The sky is falling. The sky is calling. No, it's falling. So a link gone in there to our Discord. If you can't have a bit of fun in a flight sim, what's the point? Am I right? So as we continue on our journey of the Coast Starlight, shameless plug coming up. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Monday and Wednesdays on YouTube, 8 PM Zulu time. Friday nights are for Twitch at 8 PM Zulu time. If you guys like this sort of content, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It helps with the channel and does me a big solid. And if you really like it, do consider subscribing. And a link for our Discord has gone in there as well. We hang about when we're not on the live streams. We have a fantastic community here with the Fireflies. Phil Boardman says, Murph, I would like to use my aircraft from FSX on Join FS. When is a good time to try it? Anytime, really. Like, I mean, the server is actually open in Join FS. You can use it whenever you want. I know usually at the weekends we tend to do it a bit more. But there's no right or wrong time, really. It's just It's pretty much whenever you want, dude. Capat9 says the bridge wasn't having it. Sydney O says, climbed to 2,000 feet, dropped the nose, and did a forward roll. Time for another tasty beverage. I know, like, look, it's fun to do stuff. Especially, like, when you have aerobatic aircraft, it's fun to mess around, but, like, it's even better to kind of master this trade. Like, the visibility in this aircraft, this is good. You can see a whole lot of what's going on, which would make the likes of your formation flying that little bit easier. Energize. But, yeah. Like, again, most aircraft are going to have, this is what they would call, you know, the six-pack. The same kind of stuff appears in most of the steam gauge aircraft. The layout might be ever so slightly different, but you'll always have your airspeed indicator, you'll always have your attitude indicator, you'll have your altimeter, or your altitude indicator, you'll have your vertical speed indicator, your main directional indicator, and then you'll have your, I was going to say turn coordinator, but, well, it pretty much is a turn coordinator. Aaron says, did you get the Aer Lingus rugby team livery? Not yet, dude. Go upside down to the plane and put on inverted colours. I like what you're thinking. But this is definitely going to be a part of what we were talking on the for the flying circus. Like, aerobatics are going to be a part of what we do, and you know, depending on what aircraft you guys want to do, if you want to do it as a group, and you know, we can do formation flying like this kind of stuff, or if you want to do like a solo display. Once they turn on the particle physics, you'll have the use of smoke and all that kind of cool stuff. So these are all things we need to check it out. Aaron says, what's your favourite aircraft? It's got to be the Mooney. I mean, I absolutely adore that airplane. I've put a lot of hours into it. The Seminole is great as well. If we're talking about the stock aircraft that come with the sim, the classic 172 with the steam gauges, I'm a huge fan of that. The Savage Cub is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying the A320, the modded version by Fly-by-Wire. It's absolutely fantastic. And there's a handful of other aircraft that get a lot of time. Like, I do like the CJ4, I like the Grand Caravan, I love the TBM. There's a heap of them. Keen says, fly upside down with inverted colours while upside down in your chair. Flight Aaron says, Mooney? Never would have guessed it. I know, right? The Mooney, to me, is perfection. It's everything I would look for in a GA airplane. It has the speed, it has the range, it has the power if you need it, it has retractable landing gear. It's a very nice to look at airplane. So I just like the Mooney. Alison says the Mooney rocks. It does. It's so much fun. Huge fan of the Mooney. The Savage Carbon. That's one of the, that's a modded one, I think, isn't it? Naughty Gnome was away. He says, right, I'm away to my bed. Night all. Good night to you, Naughty Gnome. And as we're talking about JoinFS, huge thanks to Naughty Gnome for providing us with the server. That man has enabled the entire project of JoinFS to work within the community. So kudos and many thanks, Naughty Gnome. Appreciate that, my dude. You have a great week. We'll hopefully catch you on Wednesday. So we've just taken off out of Sacramento. We're going to be heading up to Chico Municipal Airport, which is not this direction, but that direction. We'll get there eventually. Slowly but surely. Right, Aaron says, Johnny, the picture in the Discord with the Mooney was brilliant. It really was. Johnny did a great picture of the Mooney and he superimposed himself in front of it. Absolutely amazing. So we kind of want to be heading, I think, 340. Maybe a little bit more. So about 340 degrees is going to be nice. So keep an eye on our fuel tanks here. We'll be swapping over to the right in another couple of minutes. Eastbirds Lee says, I have 333 course straight from Sacramento. Cool. Yeah, we were kind of messing around on one side, so looks good though. Look at that. It's a front rear tank, not left and right. Oh, look at that. Good man, Colonel Fork. Gareth Burns says, can anyone recommend a good setup? Ooh, depends on availability and your budget, my dude. Randy says, I'm at 331 on the line. Cool. So we have this kind of chilled out flying experience. There is great visibility in this machine. Look at that. There used to be a lock on your view whereby you can only pan about 180 degrees and it would lock. I think they fixed that. Colonel Fork says, the Cap 10 is nice, but it's no MB339. I'm looking forward to the, what was the other one? The T45, I think? Ryan Clark is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. You have a great day tomorrow, and we'll catch you hopefully on Wednesday. Aaron Dempsey says, how do you get the MB339? It's in the marketplace in the sim. You can pick it up in there. There's also a handful of new airports out as well. There's one for Campino, or Ciampino, I think it's pronounced Campino in Rome. I haven't picked it up yet. It looks kind of okay, but I haven't seen it yet. The T45 is going to be loads of fun. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. It looks amazing. And like where you have the likes of say the Eurofighter and the F-15s, like they're just machines altogether. But I think the likes of say the MB339 and the T45, they're just that, they're a light kind of jet. Well, a much lighter jet. So they might be that little bit easier to fly. Travis says, did you see the new Samos scenery yet? I haven't. I must have a look at Travis. I think, what do I see is having a look at that? Again, I think the Flying Fabio is going to be checking that one out soon. They're trainers, yeah. Yeah, they're training aircraft. Tarsa says, all I hope is someone will make a nice EMB or Embraer 314829. Is that the propellered one? It's like a Tucano or it's like the PC-9. I think. There's what was the one I was following there on Facebook? It's a DC. What was the military variant of the DC-6? Does anybody know? Super Tucano. Pastor says the MB339 is nice. We had a lot of MB326s here in Brazil. Sweet. I'm just having a look because I was following the development of what's the name of them? I'll find it here now in a sec. I think the developer is called Flight Replica. I want to say it's the C-54, but I could be wrong. Basically, to me, it looks like a DC-6, but I think it's the military variant of it. Be mindful, Murphy. C-54 was a DC-4. Maybe that's what it was. That's what it was. Correct. A C-54. So, do a Google there for Flight Replica, because it's gorgeous looking, and they have it up and running so far in Microsoft Flight Sim 2020. It's from FSX and P3D. So if you just type in Flight Replica C-54, you'll see some of the work in progress shots of it. And now this thing looks amazing. Southwest says, I'm in the PA-44, that okay? Of course it is. Philly Rose says, we're flying the airliners recently. I noticed no exhaust trails at high altitude. Yeah, so the contrails, they haven't implemented them yet. They belong to the particle physics, which they just haven't turned on yet. But they will soon. I imagine they're waiting for DirectX 12 to launch before they turn on all the other stuff. And there is a lot of stuff. We just haven't seen it yet. So like once they get particle physics, that'll open up the world to like some of the effects. Like you wouldn't believe what this sim can actually do, or what this engine can actually do. You're talking heat blur, as in like ripples looking through scenery, northern lights, solar activity, absolute crazy stuff. Plus it'll give them a chance then to implement the land traffic a bit better, with boats and cars and all that kind of good stuff. Dougal says, landing this without bouncing it is an art form, but we've got to give it a shot. But I think it's all about exploring where you want to go flying, what you want to see. Like, the aircraft is some of it. You know, like it's what's out the window in this sim at the minute. That's what this is all about. And yes, you can have great fun with the aircraft, and a lot of the third-party aircraft, they're top drawer stuff. They add a lot of functionality to it. Philly Road says, will we need a nuclear powered GPU then? No, because with DirectX 12 they're going to absolutely work on optimizing that, because that is the main thing they're going to be like. That's the sim will probably live on DirectX 12. Trains. Yeah. It screams out for a 3-point landing, so Dougal, we gotta give it a shot. But even this route that we've picked, like the, you know, the Coast Starlight, no, I still got a load of more other plans when we have this one finished. So we got we got a couple of weeks left on this. We got about 3 weeks left after tonight, which is going to be interesting. So we're flying from Sacramento, heading up to a place called Chico, just outside of California. So if we look down this direction, this will be San Francisco down here, and the Bay Area. Sacramento is here, and we're heading up north then to Chico. And the scenery here, it's beautiful. It's mainly farmland and stuff, because we're in this kind of a valley. Got a couple of mountains here and there. But it's beautiful. But I have to say, I've been enjoying flying some of the airliner stuff. Like, as I said, that A320 from Fly-by-Wire, the A3NX or XN, it's very good. It's a lot of fun. And depends on your type of flying. Like, if you're going to... It doesn't matter. Like, the weather engine is represented visually on such a level that you have scenery no matter where you go. You're either looking at ground textures or clouds. It still looks amazing. Don't know what the shadows are doing, what they're doing. That's a little bit off-putting, but that's probably just something on my system. Travis says, I wish Austin and the team at X-Plane would take the scenery more serious. He's already said X-Plane 12 is basically going to be the same scenery base. I love the sim, just think it would be better. Not entirely true. Like, I mean, what Lamina are doing in terms of the autogen, it's phenomenal. And even the scenery, he's like, Austin isn't big on satellite imagery, because, you know, he reckons it can be immersion breaking. Now the verdict is out on that. Like, Austin could be told, sit down now, Austin, it's grand. This is what people want and this is what they're going to get. But I think for the base platform of the sim, he's all about making a believable world. And the weather engine is, I think, is going to be his main focus for a while, because he's already started that for Xavion, his EFB. And the whole idea that he's trying to capture in a simulator is you have to fight against the weather. If you're planning to fly into that location, well, it could be a race to get down there because there's weather moving into that area. Or if you have to divert somewhere else, he wants you to go somewhere else. So that's what he wants to bring into the sim. And from what I've seen of what he's saying the weather engine is going to be capable of doing, apart from the visuals, I don't know, but in terms of what it's representing or replicating, it's unbelievably good. It's excellent. Piper Warrior Sim Project says X-Plane and Orbex scenery is very good. It is. Ultra Weather 2.6, yeah, like X Enviro is very good. They're like, X Enviro is very close to this. They're not there yet, but they are closer to that than anyone else on any other platform in terms of how they depict and how the weather looks. They have actual 3D volumetric clouds working in the sim. Now it tanks frames a little bit, but it still looks amazing. And the fact that like Magnus and the guys are able to pull that off, it's a huge achievement. Microsoft aren't going to open the door and tell people how they've done this, even though it's very, very similar, because it's groundbreaking. Even though it's in the sky, that made sense. But you know what I mean? Look at the fields here, look. Gorgeous. But I don't, like, all is not lost with X-Plane, I'm telling you, like, just give it time. The last email I have from Austin, I was like, give us something. What he is up to, is there much? And he said, loads. I'm just not telling you yet. So he's clearly up to something good. Captain Sick Bag is away. He says, good night, Murph and everyone. Great catching you all. We'll see you soon, my dude. Travis says, it really is a great sim. It can't be beat in terms of aircraft physics. Well, for me... Look at your man. For me, when it comes to aircraft physics to me, you can't replicate them enough in a sim. Now, the systems modelling, that's where X-Plane has the edge, because the systems are spot on in a lot of their aircraft. But again, it's not necessarily X-Plane. it's the third-party developer and the SDK. Like, once Microsoft opens up their SDK, then you'll get the likes of your PDM or your PMDG and your A2As and, you know, the bigger guys will move into this sphere. Like, there's absolutely no doubt in my mind. Like, when I jump into X-Plane, I have a lot of fun flying in it. The aircraft reacts the way I would expect it to react. Its interpretation of how it flies in relation to the weather, it's very good. The forces in which that's simulated on the aircraft, it's very good. For the most part, depending on the aircraft, of course. But it's the systems that are very good. You know, like the IXEG 737, the Zebo mod. Absolutely fantastic. The FlyJ Sim fleet, even Airbus stuff, really, really good. Mr. Two-Tone says, but the trees! Chronofork says, arguing which is better is frankly pointless. There are good and bad about anything. I agree. Like, you can't compare like with like. Like, the hardcore flight simmer, they're going to have both sims. They're going to operate on both platforms. You know, they're going to want to do their systems on one, and they want to do the eye candy and jaw-dropping exploring that we do here. This is by far the best looking sim in the history of sims. Period. That's it. And in about, I don't know, like, it's not even 6 months old yet. Southwest says, which is better, the PA-44 or the Baron? Well, the Baron would have it on performance and range. I think the PA-44 was more designed for kind of training. But if you guys are interested to look at X-Plane, like, I'm more than happy to stream there for you if you want to have a look at it. And again, like, that's something we can do once we have JoinFS up and running. And they've choppers. Get to the chopper! Like, the idea of flying choppers in Microsoft Flight Sim in this world that they've made, I can't wait for that. And okay, yeah, you know, there's stuff that needs to be done, but like, they're getting there. And like, they really are getting there. Considering the US has already been updated, like, just look at the state of the view. Do you know what I mean? And don't mind that weird looking spike over there or that one there. They know about it and they will fix it. Another one there. Flight Aaron says, are we going for 31 right, Murph? Yes. So we have 1-3 left and 3-1 right, or 1-3 right and 3-1 left. So I reckon we're going to go for 3-1 right. Twee or tree? PA-44 feels more realistic to me. It's not infected with the G1000, so it feels different than other aircraft. Plus you can open the windows, doors and fully feather the props to a stop. And the lighting is absolutely superb. The night lighting in that aircraft is superb. What an experience to fly that. Monkey Snatch says, JoinFS will no doubt solve all interests. We'll look forward to it. Yeah, well, it just has a lot of good options about it. It's a little bit tricky, and yes, it's not without its, you know, but I will say it's very, very good. And hats off to a lot of the dudes who are helping us on this mission. Seamus McNeil being one of them, and Noddy known for providing the server, and everyone who's given a bit of time into trying helping other people out with JoinFS. It's fantastic. Hyper Warrior Sim Project says, sim flying is fun, but when you get into the real plane, it doesn't compare. Firstly, when you lift off the ground, it's like, wow. Plus, that's good, but now I have to get back down safely. Agreed. Like, it depends. Like, I mean, if you have the opportunity to fly in a real plane, fantastic. And yes, that is an experience. I'm not going to say you can substitute that feeling for anything. You can't. Flight sim, however, that brings its own, I won't say enjoyment, but like it brings its own goods, whereby a learning environment, if that's what you want the sim to be, it's a very safe learning environment. It's a very cost-effective learning environment. Like, it's not 170 quid an hour to learn how an aircraft's going to feel or what it's going to expect. Like, my familiarities in a sim, it stands to you. It absolutely stands to you. Kebmo25, many thanks for the membership, my dude. Welcome aboard, Kebmo. Many thanks, my dude. But like, when it comes to, say, from the aircraft perspective, depending on the add-on that you have or the aircraft that you're flying in, cockpit familiarity, where everything is, yeah, really beneficial. In terms of flying the aircraft, so, aviate, navigate, communicate, aviate, all that kind of good stuff, you're constantly checking. So you're looking at your temperatures, your pressures, your speed, your vertical speed, what your avionics are doing, what your radios are doing. It gives you such a huge boost when you have to apply that to the real world. And that's why a lot of pilots would use flight sims to stay current, if you like, or just, keep up to date. Stay proficient. And, if you want to go one step further, well, then you throw in ATC, Real World Air Traffic Control, be it with VATSIM or Pilot Edge. Because now, like, the charts don't change. The idea of navigating and communication is the very same in real life as it is in the sim. There is no difference. The only difference is the load of the aircraft on you in real life, as in the physical load of movement. And, bouncing up and down. There could be thermals, there could be updrafts, or all this kind of stuff. There could be weather, property closing in. There's a lot of other traffic. There's the aircraft itself. That's why pilots practice on all the failure procedures, because, well, it's a machine. Things can break. So that's pretty much what it's all about when it comes to a real aircraft versus the sim. Goblin 2 is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Many thanks for joining us. Scott says there is enjoyment flying in the sim, and it's far cheaper. Until the scenery for Microsoft Flight Sim came out, sim wasn't near as fun for me. Now exploring is way fun. Absolutely. Travis says Flight Sim can be anything you want it to be. That's the beauty of it. I agree. Like, don't get me wrong, like what Piper Warrior Sim Project is saying, like, you can't replace that feeling of taking off for the first time in a little GA plane. It's an amazing feeling. But I think for us, the flight simmers of the world, like, to transition from a flight sim to the real world, it's absolutely amazing, because everything you've sat behind your controls and done the sim to what you're going to be doing in the real world, it's just fantastic. Eastbirds Lee, many thanks for the donation through the super chat, my dude. He's given us the meter. So we have winds 150 at 8 knots. The winds are 150 at 8 knots, which would mean we want to be landing at 13. So we're going to go past the runway here. So we're pretty much entering on a right downwind for runway 13 left. It's a lot of fun trying to trim this thing out. James McNeil says, I'm with the sim, the only crash is to your desktop. Absolutely. And the way the world is now, like, I mean, it's this is how we can explore. Like, we've mentioned this quite a bit, but I've seen places in this sim that ordinarily I would not have gotten to in real life. And to be able to have an idea and to say, oh, I know what that place looks like, it's incredible. Look at the views here. But you know what I mean? Like we've all done it. We've all flown somewhere in the sim going, wow, look at that. Knowing that chances are you probably never would have been here in the real life anyway. Philly Roach is away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Baron O'Sullivan's in the house. He says, what aircraft is this? This is the Cap 10, a default plane from within the sim. I think it's in the standard edition. Ellen Vid says, currently over Kazakhstan. That had never happened in real life. I know, right? Mr. Teuton says, the list of new places to visit is getting longer. It really is. And like, again, like, I don't understand, like, the likes of Ireland, right? How, like, the National Tourist Board isn't, like, whining and dining with Microsoft and Asobo to say, listen, put our wonderful island into the sim and make it look as good as you can, as close to the real life. Because I've flown places in the sim, and I've never been to them in the real world, and I'll be like, look at this place, we gotta go there. And instantly you're advertising tourism. So with that said, to do our patriotic chores, I'm going to cut the grass in the garden and clean the house, and then include it in the sim, and you're all welcome. Scott says, you'd have a good base of operations here in Texas, middle of the country. Nice. Scott, I am very much looking forward to the day that we can get to the US. Most definitely looking forward to having a beer with yourself, having a beer with the good Colonel Fork, and a few others. I say a beer, it could be a tasty beverage of choice. I'm just saying beer because I like my beer. Sounds like you need to put together a reel and send it to them, show them what they could do. Absolutely. Ricky Kelleher says, I'm studying tourism management, Murph. I'll put in the word, do. Ricky, it's up to you. Make it happen. But yeah, like I'm looking forward to see how well they're going to show Ireland in the World Update, because it is a cracking little country. If we had the weather, a lot of Irish people say this, like, if we had the weather, you wouldn't holiday anywhere else. Because there's a bit of everything here, you know? Just, we don't have weather. Or maybe we do have weather, but like, it's bad. It's cold. It's wet. Then again, there's people who find it absolutely fine. I like the heat. So that was like how to overshoot a runway. What sort of an approach was this? A right downwind? Doesn't make sense. So as we line up, or well, try to line up here for our landing for this evening, we will be starting off from Chico Municipal Airport next Monday as we continue on our travels up to Seattle. Darren says, will we maybe get another handcrafted airport in the update? Maybe. Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. So, Dougal said it's got to be a perfect landing. Contact with all three. So let's see what we can do here, sports fans. What's going to happen? Turn up the volume because you can judge me on this landing, on the sound. Easy does this, Murph. Can we go for a very soft landing? That's too steep, too steep, too steep. We don't want to bounce it. Ah, we bounced it. Holy moly, this thing is a machine to land. We're down anyway, but like... we need practice. We need a lot of practice with this plane. Could have been worse, but could have been tears. Emotional tears. Oh, Julia. Right. Park and brake. Which there is. We press this button, and this button, and then that button, and then this button. This. Turn on the nameplates. So we see who's a landing. As we can see, a wild Colonel Fork. He's done this before. Here's Johnny. Tarnish is there. Look at the slope on the runway, though. You're in a flying glass case of emotion. That was the kangaroo landing I was trying to avoid. Yes, yes. Make your laughs now. Murph is just a mortal. And that was for me. Mike Tag says, nice flying with you guys. Have a nice night. You too, my dude. The man on the motorcycle. He kicked Baxter. He kicked him. That scene. As Whack-A-Mo makes his arrival. Jake Bullets away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Colonel Fork says that landing wrote a check. My treasures can't cash. Oh, brilliant. That landing was dangerous. Mr. Z says, great evening's entertainment. Looking forward to Wednesday evening. Good night, folks. You take care, my dude. As the leggy Cessnas have arrived, we have Kebmo Fly Guy, or Barshetta, Tarnish is down, Catbat 9, Wombat is here. There's Tetsuo. There's the 50th B. East Birds is down. Nicely done, my dudes. The Real Fizzbin. Nicely done. Right in the centre line as well. Spooniest place. Look at the crab on that. Oh, yeah. Liam Og. Here's Jared Vark fighting the wind. Rad Pilot Randy. Two-tone Broseph. Alison says, not sure Murph can either due to the thread pulling. As Negative App and the Flyboy have made it. There's Captain Bombasso. Well, I have to say, it's been a night of nights. A lot of fun, wasn't it? Outstanding scenery. Now, Dougal, no pressure. Oh, it's looking good. Oh, it's looking good. Yeah, we'll give it to him. That was good. Hack and slash 3K. Nicely done. Prefontaine is down. That was a tasty landing, Dougal. Fly Darren is away. He says, good night, guys and gals. Thanks for the laughs. See you Wednesday. Fly Darren, happy birthday to you tomorrow, my dude. And to Ben McClure for today. Many thanks for spending time with us. Ghost Rider 115 is away. We'll see you soon. We're not really doing the scenery any favours. It kind of looks a bit jagged out there, but whoosh, blamo's down. There's Malga Droid. What's going to happen here? Andrew Hill is down. CD and Taz. Whoopsie daisy. Ooh. Cozzy Archer's down. Country Flyer's down. They put kangaroo petrol into our planes. That's why they're hopping around. Kevmo had fun this evening. Great to hear, my dude. Oh dear. Oh god. Someone died. As Wayland makes it down. There's Test Pilot 72. Tortuga's down. There's Rogers RC. With a hop, skip, and a jump, be mindful of the nose. Be careful with the brakes. Put a lot of back pressure on it, dude. Pull back all the way. Here, you got it. Screenfly 1971. Awesome stuff. Andrew Bonica's here. He goes, oh, I missed the final landing. Take care, all. We'll catch you soon, though, dude. I gotta do a couple of later streams for you. Alan Conroy's away. We'll see you soon, my dude. Phil Boardman is away. Randy Hurst says good night. Big Ear 60 says, and good night from me to all. Fantastic as always. Well, many thanks, my dude. And a big shout out to everyone who's joined us here tonight. It's you guys that bring the fun. And I mean that sincerely. Every time we go flying, I have an absolute ball. Be it your crazy formation flying, your awesome landings, and for keeping me company in the chat. It's always so much fun. As Sean Lego Man makes his arrival. Ghost Rider says, when is Coast Starlight Tour part 3? Oh no, Renner Ricketts. We'll be back on the Coast Starlight next Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel. Andrew says, yeah, late lunch here in California. Annalisa with the donation. Whoa, thanks very much. Thanks for the crack and last Murph. I'm off to bed. Need to get better. And hang on. Where'd the message go? Hang on, we'll find it. Covalence, so I may dance another day. Annalisa, thank you very much for that donation. Really appreciate it. You look after yourself. We'll see you really soon. My thanks to one and all, as always. Absolute blast here this evening, guys. Andrew was saying, yeah, late lunch here in California, 3:30. Maybe late night Euro time on Fridays or the weekends. You gotcha. We'll do it soon, my dude. Car 85's away. So there we have it. A fantastic night's flying as we continue on the Coast Starlight. This is Chico Municipal Airport. I have to say, it looks rather nice. So, my thanks as always to one and all. Fair play to you. A lot of fun tonight, guys. Many thanks for joining me here. To all our amazing pilots, to everyone here in the chat, to our team of moderators of Alison Johnson, Scott Foyt, Seamus McNeil, Dougal McTavish, Ed Reed, Colonel Fork, Dangerous Brian, Stuart Payne, and the Mrs. Two-Tone. Thank you all very much. To all the new subscribers, donators, and messers and lurkers. Thank you all so very much for joining me tonight. We shall be back on Wednesday night. Keep an eye on Discord and on the YouTube for details. And then Friday night, we're going to be live on the Twitch once again. Everything kicking off at 8 PM Zulu time. Be sure to ramble over to Discord for any upcoming news and events and stuff. And we shall catch you tomorrow evening over on Colonel Fork 85's stream. Looking forward to that. So until then, my friends, stay safe, look after each other, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.